Right, I'm starting the stream now. Hello to welcome to the Matt and Cabby's channel, the live watch along with Rob and his dog, and myself, the Mac and Cabby. Black Cat Sunderland's already in. Anyway, guys, I got 50 subs. Fantastic, Black Cat Sunderland. That's superb. Welcome into the chat. Kevin McGinn says Sunderland 3, City 2. Hope I can be as confident.
Monday.com, the opposite of any.
I think we might sneak a draw today. City's defence is pants. It just depends on how our defence performs. If we can stop City scoring too many, I think we'll get a draw. So, yeah, he's fairly confident about that. I think we could, if they play like they played against Fulham in the first half, in the midweek, we could get absolutely annihilated. However, you know, the fact that Fulham scored 4 against them and Fulham really struggled against us to get anything. Even though they had loads of shots, not that many of them were on target. I think we'll do all right at Man City. Nothing too much to worry about us. They're not that many points ahead of us.
I don't like saying the word free hit, but do you know what I mean? I'm just sorting out my studio lighting here at the minute. I will be getting upgrades and stuff. I need to get some proper lighting and stuff for in here. Because I've noticed when I'm doing me lives, my face is like proper white. It's just like it's a bit glowing. That's like, I don't think that helps the viewers either, because viewers will have any excuse to turn off and not watch, whether the sound's bad or you look bad yourself because of the bad lighting, and they will, and that's what they'll do.
Yeah.
Apparently, Midfield member. Hello, mate. How are you doing?
Yeah, apparently the Charlton game was abandoned because of a medical emergency in the crowd. They initially waited, and then the game was called off after half an hour. So
is that so? Yeah.
That must be really annoying for any travelling fans.
Ooh. Yeah, no. Let's just hope that they're all right.
Yeah. It doesn't give any details as to who took ill or what the illness was, but apparently a medical emergency, and the referee called the game off.
Yeah, let's just hope all is well.
Give me a sec. I'm just going to check and see on BBC Sounds if they are broadcasting.
It won't be.
I wouldn't have guessed so, but
just purely because I don't think there's any stations broadcasting it, Rob.
Yeah. Just bear with me. I'm just
Colin Major, hello, mate. You all right? You're going for 1-0 to the lads. I mean, I'll have a look. If 5 Live are broadcasting it, then we're good to go. But I don't think.
No, it says Scumcastle against Burnley, Man City and Sunderland not online. So it'll be the hopefully SAFC.com will have their ducks lined up and ready to go.
They've got Tottenham Hotspur against Brentford, and then 5 Live Sports Extra. That's what they've got.
Yeah.
And 5 Live, yeah, like I say, they have got Bournemouth against Chelsea on 5 Live Sports Extra. They have Spurs. Yeah. So I'm just going to make a phone call. So I'm going to put myself on mute. 2 seconds,
Yep.
mate.
Not a problem. Yeah, interesting result for Aston Villa today. They're flying at the moment, up to second, 3 points behind Arsenal. And they're scoring reasonably well as well. They've got 22 goals this season, so um, doing all right. And that's the team that we would have probably beaten had Ronaldo not managed to get himself sent off for kicking somebody in the danglies. Yeah, so interesting result. As I said, 95th minute winner for Aston Villa today. Should be interesting game today, I think. I fancy us for at least a draw. Man City will probably score, but their defense is fairly pants, so I think we'll probably end up scoring against them. Just say how many we have to concede before Man City's defense fails again. Yeah, I mean, there'll no doubt there'll be loads of comments about Arsenal bottling it again. They're not invincible, never have been. I'm not sure. Yeah, Tim's starting. Ronaldo's not even on the bench, so he may well be injured. Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, he's not on the bench either.
I am back. Hello.
I'm just saying Ronaldo looks as though he's injured because he's not in the squad.
Who is it? Is it Diarra that's injured?
No, Ronaldo.
No, but I mean, who's been
Oh,
on for?
long term is Diarra.
And he's a
He
miss, isn't
should
he?
Yeah, he should be back anytime soon. But Ronaldo's not. He's not in the team today, and he's not on the bench either. So I wonder if he picked up a knock against Liverpool.
But didn't he? Didn't he come off and wasn't he like sort of hobbling a little bit?
Yeah, he may well have done. May well have done.
Yeah, I think I'd rather be cautious. I didn't want him to get any worse, especially like because we've got Mags.
Yeah,
But the thing is, as well, I'm not. A few people are panicking about Xhaka getting a yellow, but I think he's got his head screwed on. Xhaka, I don't think you'll see him getting a yellow card today. I think he's got the experience to sort of like, you know, keep a cool lead. It's just the fact, like, if it's an accidental thing, like a missed time challenge where he might not even risk doing that. I think his job today is going to be like, you know, laying people off from the midfield and, you know, keeping his team together.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Hopefully, I mean, we don't want him. We don't want him picking up a yellow today to miss the most important game of the first half of the season. Um, but we shall see. Anyway, if you give me 2 ticks, Cabby, I'm just nipping into the kitchen for a drink. I shall be back very shortly.
No problem. Revo, they've sent him out to scout the barcodes. Humour's playing left back, said Simon, with Gertrude, according to BBC. Gertrude in for Ronaldo. It's kind of a stage, though, doesn't it? That we've got good players to cover all over the park. Maureen Johnson, hello. Gaffer's birthday today. Let's hope it's a great birthday for him today. Hello to Robin Hood. That was a great result for Villa. Anything to keep the league open. Carl Wingfield, a member of the channel, says, let's get Mundle back into the match. Like I say, you can support the Map and Cabby channel for $2.99 a month. It helps with costs running the channel and getting upgrades. Thanks for people who is the member of the channel as well. I am going to get round to putting a mention of everybody who's on the channel as well. And hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. Thank you so much. So then, does it feel like a bit of a free hit today? As much as like a lot of people don't like mentioning that. I'm still on the reminiscences of a bit of a cold still. My throat's better, but just feeling a little bit sort of tired. So excuse me if I'm sounding just like a little bit unenthusiastic, whatever. It's just as you know. And don't forget, we've got Kev's Get Carried Away clothing there, and which he's expanding every day. So don't forget to check that out. Yeah, I'm going to pin the team news there. Robin Hood. And there we go. Isidore to score. And Talby and Mundle.
That'd be nice.
Right, it would. Still no sign of any audio from SAFC. They can't screw it up 2 days on the track, can they?
No, as I say,
2
normally it comes on about 10 minutes or so before the game. So, for me, it does.
Oh, I need to log in. That's why it ain't on. I don't know why it's logged us out. Successfully logged in. Okay. And if I refresh, that should be active. Oh no, still says available soon. It used to always be an hour before the match kicked off. It would be on.
Yeah, I think it now comes up with a timer, but it doesn't normally start the broadcast until 10 minutes before the game. Sometimes I've seen it happen after the game started, but
I'm still a bit tired. I'm still on the remnants of this bloody cold hanging about.
It's not this nasty flu that's been trundling round, is it?
It's not, no. It's just like tickly cough and just like not feeling very energetic. The huge package that comes with it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Your voice sounding a bit like Barry White.
There you go.
Ronaldo is out with a minor groin injury. That is keeping him rested for the Newcastle game. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah.
Bran Gaiman says City win 2-0. I wouldn't be surprised with that scoreline. But I know it sounds daft, but with Arsenal losing, I think that's going to be a big distraction for Manchester City today because of the fact, because it often happens that when the team above you loses at a vital time, it seems to affect the team below as well. It always affected us, especially when we were in the Championship. Remember the times when Sheffield United lost 3-0 against Hull at home?
Yeah.
And we were to close the gap and we drew 0-0 or something, or 1-1 with Plymouth.
Yep.
I'm not saying it's going to happen. Maybe he's clutching at straws, but it does add extra pressure because they now know that, wait a minute, the door's open for us here.
Yeah. I'm just wondering where Zebedee is, D-Edge.
Zebedee?
Yeah, because he's in Florence.
Oh, dear. With Dougal.
Yeah. Boing.
God, neither wonder where all those kids are tapped these days. Revo says distraction or motivation. It can be a bit of both. Do you know what I mean? It all depends how experienced you are and how you can handle the pressure. But you would think with the City players they'd be able to handle that, no bother, wouldn't you? Right.
Well, yeah, you would. But as I say, Man City have gone, the last 2 seasons, they've been completely, if we'd been playing Man City 3 seasons ago, we would have got absolutely destroyed. But last season, they weren't brilliant. This season, they've been, for Man City, very mediocre, considering the talent they've got.
Hello, Ryan. Good to see you. Like I said, we're going to be... I do the Mackham the Let's Get Carried Away show, our podcast, I'm going to be doing it now on a Sunday night. And I'm going to be doing it 8:30 starting on a Sunday night. That's what I'm going to be doing. So if anybody on the chat can hear us, and if you want to join along and watch us, it'll be Sunday night, 8:30, because there'll be no English games on, no Championship games on, and I think that is the best time to do it. It's no point doing it when there's loads of big games and stuff on. So if you want to join me, you can. If you don't want to, or whatever it is, I was there to watch back. And like I say, I think that is the best day. I am going to look into as well about getting the podcast converted into audio and getting it up onto the stream sites.
Yeah.
I've just not had time to wipe my backside. You want Burnley to draw at Newcastle? I mean,
yeah, I'd like to see Newcastle not get 3 points. But I don't want Burnley to get 3 points either. So yeah, a board draw might be good. Be a good result for us, I think.
Did you look back? Did you hear your tinselled predictions on Thursday?
No, I didn't. I haven't had a chance because I was busy all day yesterday, and I've been doing other bits and bobs today up until about 1:30ish. So I haven't had a chance to watch back Thursday's show. He did predictions. No, it was Monday, wasn't he? He did his predictions in the aftermath of the Liverpool draw, didn't he? Because Malta was on.
I think so. Yeah. Malta came on. Yeah.
I think he went he went for us getting a win, did he not?
I think he did. I'm not too sure. I think he sort of did. Not a bad bump. Hopefully no argy-bargy. I don't think it will be. Let's see if there's anything happening on the socials.
No, I think that reference is to Daytona Fire saying he ran into Batistuta in Florence many years ago. Bit of bargy. Yeah.
Yeah, the under-21s lost at home to Manchester City in a close game, apparently. Yeah, they're just talking about Ronaldo misses the game today. Could have done with him today, but hey, look, there's gonna be days where you do miss your strikers and your star men.
Yeah, I think Simon's got a good point. Makes a very good point there. The one player they've got that can and probably will cause us problems is Doku. We're going to need to stick tight to him, possibly put an extra body on alongside. He's probably up against Hume, so it might need some extra cover on that side because he's as quick can be.
So, Rob, what do you think to, and people in the chat as well, what do you think to the World Cup draw then?
It's not the easiest of groups for us. We should be all right, I think. Croatia obviously can be a tough game. Maybe it's not as good as they were a few years back, but they're a reasonably good side. I think the other two are, providing we don't cock it up.
I know. Welcome, David Knight. He says, hope you guys are well. Good luck this afternoon against City. Going to be a tough one, but I think you're more than capable of the win. But even a point would be good.
Yep.
So, yep. Come on, UBC. Is he Birmingham City, David Knight? Are you Birmingham City? I've got an awful mind. There's that much stuff going on. I think it is, isn't it? I'm thrilled with the group, but I'm also American.
It's either Birmingham or Bristol.
Yeah. I mean, I watched. I don't bother watching the claptrap beforehand. I just basically watch it when they start the draw because it's like watching Euro trash for the first 1 hour and and a half. It's just claptrap, isn't it? And it's
Yeah.
just all marketing, isn't it? That's what it's about.
Oh, could be Bradford City.
Bradford City. Ah, right, Bradford. The World Cup draw was hilarious. Trump getting
BC. I'm just wondering why BC, because he's a West Ham fan. David Knight's a West Ham fan.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, you West Ham. What does COYBC? I know the come on you. What is BC? It's going to be obvious when you tell us. So come on, David. What does it mean? What's BC stand for? You think it would be H Hammers, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Or the Irons.
Oh, it could be saying, "Come on, you black cats."
Ah.
Yes.
Aha.
I've just got that. David Knight. I just got that. It's just the penny's just dropped. I'm slow.
It's all right. I'm still trying to catch up.
So the World Cup, it's going to be all over the place, isn't it? With the time zones trying to like.
Yeah, until they announce where we're going to be playing. Scotland have got a tough group.
It's the head called Cabster. Not too bad. It's mostly like it's the tickly cough, and the tickly cough keeps you awake at night, and then you feel tired because you. But the main thing is, drink plenty of that tap water. Can it help? You can't beat being dehydrated.
No.
I personally think, says Ryan, that they should put all the balls in one pot and draw them, and whoever draws plays the amount of group skipping. Yeah, I know. What do you think about that? That's skipping carry on. Where you can only have one European team in one. Why? Why have it that way? Does it matter?
I can see what they're trying to do, because Europe is the European leagues, and the European teams are generally reasonable, or the ones that are qualified are reasonably good within reason. Particularly, the bigger teams, France, Spain, England, Germany. You'd maybe want to try and keep them away from each other until later in the competition. But the thing is, there's going to be at least, is it 4 groups that are going to have 2 European teams in? Because there's 16 qualified from Europe and there's 12 groups. So there's going to be at least 2 European teams in at least 4 groups.
Yeah, Simon says Croatia got out of their group undefeated. They're a tricky team. I think Croatia, we failed to qualify for. This is when Steve McLaren, we had to beat Croatia or something like that at Wembley. So Croatia stopped us there. We didn't qualify. I think it was it the Norway and Austrian Euros a few years back. And Croatia, of course, beat us in the semi-final.
The World Cup in Russia.
So they're a dangerous little outfit. Does anybody know how many teams qualify out of each group then in the World Cup? Top 2 usually, isn't it?
There's 12, so there'll be the top 1 plus 4 runners up to go into the. Is it group stages? Then you get the
because it didn't add up. Because I did the maths. I say every top 2 team that went up, that didn't make the round of 32. So they must have the best 4 runners up to make that up as well.
No, it'll be top 2 from each of the 12 groups, plus the 8 best runners up,
and that makes 32.
That'll make you 32 for the knockout stages.
That's what it is then. That's what it is, because it didn't. I was trying to work it out. I said, how could it be round of 32 when thingy like? But David Knight says my son's been coughing his guts up. Recommend gargling with TCP. I used to do that,
Yeah, no, I couldn't gargle TCP. Yeah, even the dog refuses to go and need TCP. He hates the stuff.
TCP's got a radioactive half-life of about 50 years, that stuff.
Yeah, it does.
If you put it on your hand or a wound, or like a wound, you can smell it. Doesn't matter how many baths or showers you have.
Yep. Well, the game should have kicked off by now. According to SAFC.com, it's available soon.
Yeah, well, I always had a funny feeling that there's going to be a problem with the audio.
Yeah.
Because the fact, like, it does usually give you the audio an hour beforehand. So yeah, I think it's kicked off. I think we have kicked off. So let's put the scoreboard on, match time, and we off. Fast forward it a few seconds. But I'm watching it on the naughty stick here, so I can just give you some brief updates when I see what's happening. But it looks like for the second time on the trot, the Sunderland is screwing things up once again, Rob.
Yeah. It's just says available soon. Nothing else.
I don't think TalkSport's got anything on. I don't think they've got any commentary, have they? Have they got anything on TalkSport too? Do you know?
No, I'm just going to check. Yeah, it's kicked off. Just I'm a little bit behind because I'm watching it on the thingy. Because, like you say, Sunday FC have still not got the thingy. They really massively need to sort that out again, don't they? They do.
I mean, you've got people on good wages getting paid on that website. I'm going to have to go on Twitter because I'm doing the job for them, eh?
Yeah.
So we'll get it. I just have to try and find. Here we go. Kick off. Right, I need to tell them. I fancy having to do this every match, man. Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Your audio is not working. Cheers. I'll put audio commentary. Oh, dear me, it's annoying that, like. Hello, Malta. How are you doing? We're just having problems again. Everton 1, Forest 0. They're not hanging about, are they?
No.
So Rob will give you any updates if we hear anything, and myself, news ticker. So that's Everton 1, Forest
0. Yeah.
Right, let's just update the old grandstand.
Who scored that one? That was Milenkovic.
So goals are coming in
goal.
Thick and fast. It was an own goal.
Yeah, own goal for that one.
So at the minute, Manchester City are they're keeping possession at the minute with keep football, and then Sunderland have got it back and they're just passing it around in their own half. I'm just trying to find a commentary because once again, SAFC website is just not playing ball. Which, here we go. Listen live now. There we are. We're on.
Come back to Vardiol.
See, every time I post on Twitter,
start again at the back.
It like gives them a nudge to say
halfway line. High press from Manchester City in his opening 4 minutes.
Bournemouth are 1-0 up.
It's played to Vardiol on the left of the centre circle, across to O'Reilly
on the
left-hand side. Slips it back to Vardiol, and he will just lift one up, dinks one up towards Foden, looking for Haaland, but Alderete manages to clear it. It's headed back again.
Yeah, I've got that. Got the commentary. As I say, why should you have to remind them every game?
Trying to get Doku involved.
I don't know. I don't know why or what they're doing.
And this free kick wide on the left, about halfway inside the Sunderland half.
This used to happen all the time in the Championship as well.
A few people walking down to the lower part, their seats in ponchos
Semenyo
to protect them from the rain this afternoon. Foden's going to take the free kick. Haaland jogging up into the penalty area. 6'5", the Norwegian international. As Foden, Doku's just ahead of him down the touchline. Foden steps back a few yards. He'll whip this in by the looks of it with his left foot, right arm raised. And Foden drives the ball in. It's cleared
He's a
initially by
dangerous player, isn't he,
Michele, and it's
Foden?
then
Oh, he
played up
is.
to the halfway line. Foden's got an eye on it, and it may be a short header back. Traore will chase back. Donnarumma gets there first, though. He read the pass.
Donnarumma.
Gets the ball away for Manchester City, and it's gone out for a Sunderland throw on the far side.
Yeah, that's the sign, you know, especially when they push forward. You know,
Hello to
can we catch
140
them out
watching. Hit
on the counter-attack?
the thumbs up. Thanks. Subscribe if you're new.
Played nearly 5 minutes. Lafay hooks the ball in the air on the halfway line. Xhaka nods it forwards.
I'm originally
Knock on
from
Foden, the referee, Andy
Blackhall
Matthews play
on the
He's
Durham
in black,
coast.
the referee this afternoon.
The edge.
Here now is Ruben Diaz.
But thanks
Leaves it
everybody
to
for
Vardiol.
keeping us up
And
to date.
Vardiol
with
out
the
to
scores,
Doku on that left
so I
wing.
can put the
Kelly's
right.
pointing to try and get someone back to
Ryan
cover in the
Jones is
penalty
in
area.
Pink
The cross
Panther country. Yeah,
comes
we
in
know
here,
that one there.
bounces through the penalty area and behind for a Sunderland goal kick.
And touch wood, soon be
0-0.
back there,
Yeah, you
living
just
in to
think
see
that
him again.
most of the threat will come through Doku on that left-hand side.
The 39-time capped Belgian international winger. Robin Ruffs in orange.
Yeah, I
This
can't
afternoon puts
imagine
the ball down on his 6-yard
Burnley
line.
getting anything at St
Foden and
James's Park.
Haaland at
Yeah,
the edge of the penalty area.
Nah.
Now the centre-backs push up and the kick from Ruffs up towards Isidore. Vardiol wins the header though, and then Xhaka heads it back, comes down to Nunez, and he hooks it with his left foot through the middle. Nico tried to get on the end of it, Shirky, and Bernardo comes back for Foden.
Just joining us as well, Aston Villa beat
Vardiol
Arsenal. Oh, the Bournemouth
through
goal has been
Diaz
ruled out.
to
Okay, so
Bernardo
that's back
Silva.
to 0-0.
He's looking for the run of
Ah.
Nunez down the right side of the Sunderland penalty area, but Aldereti's come across.
Okay, cheers
and
for the
hooks it
update,
away,
folks.
but it's been flicked back in by Nico, looking for Shirky down the right in the area, into the penalty area he goes. He plays it right across the 6-yard box, and there's nobody there in blue. And Michele now taps it back to her.
All right, Bong, this is all right, lads. You look worried, Rob.
The face of Haaland.
No, I was
to
just
Alderete.
looking through
And
the
then to
scores,
Hume.
see what was happening at
Hume
Bournemouth.
to Lafay,
Yeah, and it says
back to Hume,
Varzone turned
looking
the
for the run
goal.
here of
So
Isidore.
Go on, then. Oh,
Nice
he's
pass,
offside.
but he's offside. Literally just an inch or so.
I think this
offside.
game would probably suit Isidore, you know, because he's like, because
a
City's
free
going to
kick
have lots of possession coming
to
forward.
Yes.
to City.
It could be the ideal scenario to play a good ball
0-0.
to release the roadrunner.
7 minutes played
Yep.
here at the
Yeah, I would
Etihad
agree.
Stadium, live on BBC Radio Newcastle. Vardiol in the centre circle to Diaz, then to Vardiol again, wide on the left-hand
You
side
don't
to
often
O'Reilly.
get many
O'Reilly
midweek games in the Premier League, do you?
Slips it back to Vardiol. and
No, there's
now
not that many,
Diaz.
is there?
No.
Diaz
Well, there's
looks
plenty.
up,
There's
he's
plenty
got
for some
Nunez to
teams
his
because
right.
they're involved in
Ships
In
it
Europe.
Europe
so-
and stuff like that,
It'll
just the league in
over
general,
the
because
shoulder
there's,
of
there's not as many teams
Now
as in the
for a goal
Championship,
kick
because you're playing
again
every
for
week.
Sunderland.
A midweek
Yeah.
game just about, aren't you? That's
Yeah.
one thing I miss about the
Good sense of
Championship, you
ball.
know. It's that extra game you get.
Ballard is to his
Yeah.
right, Alderete to the left.
Yeah, it was eight
And,
extra midweek games. Isn't it?
Siddiqui, I don't
But
think
that's the
Siddiqui's
only
touched
thing I
the
miss.
ball
I'm
yet.
not trying to say let's get back
Just
there.
outside
No
the
way.
penalty area. Michele on the right.
We've kept
looking
them out for the first 5
Xhaka
minutes,
here
Simon.
wide.
I wonder
Xhaka
what
under
Pep's
pressure,
notes in the Man
gets the
City
ball
programme
back to
said about
Ballard.
Sunderland.
Ballard back to
I've got the
Ruffs,
wife in
closed
us,
down
2
by Haaland,
seconds.
but he passes it out to Ballard, and he plays a longer ball up towards the halfway line. And it looked like a push
foul.
on
That's a
Isidore,
foul.
but the referee's let it go. And Siddiqui now on the ball, slips it to the left to Trey Hume in front of Regis Debris. Hume back to Siddiqui.
No, I'm fine,
Cross
Bong. It
to
was just literally,
Dan
it was.
Ballard.
I was
Foden goes
just
to close
trying
him down.
to
Ballard
catch
to
up with
Michele,
what was
Doku in front
happening
of
at
him,
Bournemouth
put him
and the
off, and
disallowed
ball
goal.
put out the throw to Manchester City.
It's the new
Taken
haircut.
by
That's where it is.
Nico
Makes me look
O'Reilly.
worried.
He's come through the Manchester City Academy. Taps
Scary
again
bit
to
was the
Nico
amount of grey
Gonzalez,
hair that got cut off this morning at the
23-year-old side from Porto
barber
in the
shop.
summer. And then wide here to Cherki, the Frenchman from
All the
Lyon
scores
in the summer.
currently
And
in the
back to
championship
Diaz.
are all nils
Out again to
apiece.
Cherki on this right wing. Hume in front of him. He slips it through to Nunez, who crosses. It's headed away by Alderete. Siddiqui is on it now. Behind him is Hume.
It's just the
And
way she's
Hume
on her way
trying to
back.
get it past Silva. Bernardo
And
Silva comes
Burnley
off
are
it. It's
doing
gone for a throw
okay
to
at Sid James's Park at the
Sunderland on the
moment.
left-hand
They've had
side.
2 shots. Newcastle
0-0
haven't had
in the
any.
10th minute.
So
Hello to the
Hume
180 watching, which is
gonna take
fantastic
the throw.
seeing we're away from home. Thanks for your massive support. Let's try and get
and now
100
Siddiqui
likes.
trying to get it
Just
forward.
click the little
Comes
thumb.
off for a throw to
Hello, Trevor
Manchester
Coleman.
City.
Good to see you. Good
On
to
the
see
halfway
Geordie
line.
Groundwater. How
On
you
the
doing?
right, throw taken by Ruben Diaz. Vardiol,
Yeah, see,
Diaz down the line. Little
Barini
flick from
scored
Nunez
in
to
the
Bernardo. It's slipped
FA
inside
Cup.
to Shirky. He's
Yes, he
won
did.
the
For
ball
Salford
despite
City.
the attentions of Alderete, who's actually fouled him.
apparently there was a
And it's a
bit
free
of
kick.
shenanigans at the end of the
It's an
game. It
angry
all kicked
Shirky.
off after the fourth
But a
goal.
quickly taken free
Nice.
kick to Manchester City. O'Reilly.
Paul
Got
Freeman,
Doku
how are you
wide
doing?
on that left-hand
She
side.
said, all the best,
Through
lads.
to
Great
O'Reilly on the
work
left
again.
of the penalty area. Back to Foden at the edge of the area. On his shoulder is Siddiqui.
How
Put
can
Foden
09
off
get in the
and
matchday squad
Sunderland
before
managed to get the
Masako?
ball out. With Cayley looking for it. Doku was trying to get his head in there. It's dropped for O'Reilly. And now Doku on that left-hand side. Into the middle to Shirky. Shirky has Nunez to his right.
I don't
Nunez now
have
just
I don't
outside
have
the
a season
D.
ticket
Behind
because
him
I
is
live in
Vardiol
Devon at the
and,
moment. The Edge.
Diaz. And Diaz eventually to
And
Nunez, back to Shirky.
I've been away
Slips it
from
into
the
edge of
lived
the
away
area.
from the
Bernardo
northeast since
tries to curl one in the
2001.
top left corner. But he curls it over
Really,
the bar and behind
literally all
the
over
goal
the world. Falkland Islands, Ascension
It's
Islands,
important
Germany,
that Sunderland keep the shape.
Gibraltar, Cyprus, all a little bit too far to
They're going
travel
to
back
work
from
hard,
for,
Yeah, they've
for
got to
most
work
games.
hard.
And been down in Devon for the last
They
8 years,
swarm all
so
over you,
don't get
Manchester
much
City,
of a
don't
chance
they?
to go
Yeah,
to
they
the
do.
northeast.
You
But
need that
as I
little
say,
bit of rubber to green as
hopefully
well, a
next
little bit of
year
luck to go your
that'll
way.
change as we're
Pushing
planning to
centre-backs
move back
forwards again up to the halfway line.
to see him
Robin
in the
Ruffs
new
to
year.
take this
So
goal
It'll soon be
kick.
here next year, I tell you.
Drives this
yeah,
over the
exactly.
halfway line,
We're
goes
thinking that'll
wide
probably
to
be
the
the end
right,
of January,
bounces away
early
from Michele,
February
it will
when
go
we
out for a
complete.
throw
So
to Manchester City.
then it'll be
12th minute.
definitely
0-0.
looking towards getting up
Nico
to
O'Reilly's
Stadium
gonna
Alley
take
a lot more
the
often
throw.
than I have in the
Looks
past.
for
So
Doku. He's strong. He's pulled down
You
by
do watch along live
Xhaka.
from your seat, Rob.
It's a free kick
Yeah.
to
well,
Manchester
just like
City.
just
on
like
the halfway
Malta did.
line.
Malta did, I
Quickly
know.
taken.
Well, Sunderland
to
are keeping the
Diaz.
shape very well. They've
Out
got
to
the two
Bernardo
lines
on
at
his
the
right-hand
back. You can
side.
see they look
He's
disciplined.
sprinting down the right.
I think
Faye
Man
in front
City
of him.
know that
Back it comes
it
to
isn't going to be a
Shirky.
walkover today. I
Shirky.
think a lot of the big teams are now
Siddiqui in front
taking
of
note
him.
of Sunderland.
Inside
You
to
know what I
Yes.
mean?
Diaz.
I would agree.
Now
They're all a
Foden.
little bit
Foden.
wary of us.
Wide again to Doku. Doku
Yeah, the
Cayley.
T4 apparently
in
the
front of
display
him.
that
He
they're
tried
going to
play a
do
low
for
ball into the penalty area.
the derby
It's
match
cleared by
is
Sunderland.
going to be a
It
bit
comes out
special.
only to Vardiol, and the ball is with the Croatian wide on the left. Back to Nico, the Spaniard into Shirky.
I've heard it's going
Yeah,
to be Sam
9 a.m.
Fender hanging
Guinness, I like
upside down by
Foden.
his feet.
It's tackled
I
by
like the sound of
Bukele,
that
who
the
comes
edge
away
at
with
9
the
a.m.
ball,
Guinness.
loses it.
I've had an 8
Back with
a.m.
Shirky.
gin and tonic
Then
before, but
Siddiqui
to be
wins it
fair,
back
that
for
was the end of the
Isidore
night
to
shift.
Lefay, tried a little back heel, goes straight back into Manchester City's possession. Vardiol on the halfway line for Manchester City.
You're going to get a lot of
Sky
possession
blue
from
shirt
Man
with a
City,
white
aren't you?
sort of
Oh,
slash
yeah,
across the
yeah,
chest,
yeah.
a diagonal band.
You know, if you think
Here's
if you look at
Bernardo
their
on the
team,
right-hand
it's
side, back to Nunez. Nunez looking for Shirky, and Nunez again crosses through the
most of
penalty
them are,
area.
you know, seriously
Comes to Doku, outside
top
the
international
box. He's dribbling in
footballers.
again, trying to get in at the D with Shirky. Shirky in, and his shot is gone by.
Any
You know,
updates in
they'll
the
get-
Championship,
For a goal
folks?
kick.
Sheffield
No, I
United.
did one while you were offline.
He's
It's
put
all
some pace on that
0-0.
It's all
ball.
0-0
Yeah.
still, is it? That's our
Yeah.
featured games in the
But
Championship.
it's
Plus
gonna be a goal
Middlesbrough.
kick again.
Did they win 4-1 against Hull
Guardiola
yesterday? So that was a good win for
Was
the
it?
Smoggies, wasn't it?
Joe-
Yeah,
Fourth
4-1
official,
last
Tom
night.
Bramall.
Yeah.
And he smiles at the
I
moment.
think the top game in
Pretending, I
the
think he was
Championship
holding the right.
today is the Ipswich Town Coventry
Ballard
game,
with the ball at
which
his
is
feet. He
still
just
sitting
scooched up
at
his
nils
hand back
apiece.
to Robin Russ.
But
And Andy Madley is telling Russ to get on with
the
things.
Charlton game was
Having a word
suspended
with
to
Ballard
the
as well.
illness
Ballard
medical
arms
issue in the
outstretched in the
crowd,
middle.
and
As the
they
referee
didn't
speaks to him, and
restart the
Russ
game.
with the kick.
So
Ballard suddenly realised the ball is
that game was called
risen
off
up over
I've
his
seen
after
that, and I
about
was
10
possibly,
minutes.
I was possibly thinking, is it
It's
with
poked
rain or
forwards
something like
by
that?
Shirky.
Yeah.
Referee just says get up.
The T4
And
should
the
be
ball
a big Davy.
Comes back
With
to
his hands in
Ballard
the
on
air with the
right.
words saying, let's get carried
Out.
away, man, underneath.
Towards
Yeah, I like the
Troy.
one
Tried to
from
slip it
Paul
through to
Freeman as well.
Cayley,
Taylor
and in
smashing
the end
his head on
it's
the
an
post.
offside.
Ah, can you imagine that?
And a Manchester City free kick.
Well, how about that
Manchester
Newcastle
City.
fan
Bernardo
squaring
tried
up
to
to the
take it
horse that
quickly.
time?
Referee's
Sunderland
called it
free
a
Oh
kick.
yeah,
It's a-
yeah.
interesting,
Let's
he's given-
punch Dubbin.
well, the
For a foul.
Of course, doing bugs.
Yeah,
This is
there were
conceded
two things
6 in
going
the
on
last
there.
2
Initially,
games, City,
it
though
looked
they're
like it
far
was a
from
Sunderland
unbeatable at the
offside.
minute.
But there was a foul on Siddiqui.
They are,
Manchester
and that's
City
the
thought it was
thing,
their
you know.
free kick. They went to take it.
The problem with
The
City
referee's
is they
ordered
may have
that.
conceded
It's actually a
6, but they've
Sunderland free
probably
kick
scored
on
9.
halfway on the right-hand side.
Well,
With
Tinsel the
Xhaka's gonna
Turkey's
take.
definitely been on the Sage
Manchester
and Onion
City's
he was
defensive
the other night
line's
because he
halfway
predicted
inside
Sunderland were
their
going to win
half.
3-0.
Xhaka
did.
drives
He
it
did.
up, looking to try and get the ball into Mukiele on the right side of the penalty area. O'Reilly trying to dig it out from underneath his feet.
But you
And in
never
the
know.
end,
Give it
free
the other way.
kick to Manchester
If
City.
anybody's wondering why
For
we're
a
talking
foul
over the commentary, it's
seemingly
just because
by
of the fact it is a
Mukiele,
watch along,
who's the man
and we
upended
can't
on
really have the
pitch,
commentary
and the rain's falling heavily now.
continuously playing without
Reece
anybody speaking.
in conversation with
because
Tom
we didn't have
Bramall,
the
the
rights, the
fourth
copyright carry
official.
on.
Siddiqui gets in front of
so
Shirky, gets the ball back to
That's
Robin
why
Ruffs, who's
it's
come
a
out of his
watch-along that's
area.
gone on. It's in the
Haaland
background.
goes to close him down, he passes it to Xhaka.
Anybody
And
wants to know
Xhaka
that.
now, 3 Manchester City players
Yeah, Les,
around
good
him.
evening.
Slips the ball
And
to
also
Dan Ballard.
Oak
We're
Road
in the
Sketches.
16th
Over
minute,
talking
it's
too
0-0.
much, yeah.
Live on BBC Radio Newcastle.
Got to do
Ballard
that, mate,
back to
because
Ruffs,
it's a
and
watch
Ruffs
along.
now drives it out to Siddiqui.
But we
on
do
the
keep
touchline
quiet
on
for
halfway
when
on the left.
the vital
And he's
things
trying
are
to find
happening.
a way through, but Nunez is in front of him.
Because that's what the
Comes
radio
back to
stations
Alderete,
do,
now
5
Alderete
Live. If they
enter.
don't have the broadcasting rights and
Robin Ruffs,
talk sport,
the edge of
they've
his
got it.
D.
They'll have it on in the background, but they'll
He
be talking
passes
over
it
it.
to Ballard on the right side of central midfield.
So
Forwards then
I'm
to
powerless against it. I
Traore,
would like to show
slips
you
it
the match
inside, or
live.
to Traore from
but I can't.
Mukiele. And Traore's come across the pitch,
It's a free.
and an advantage
It's
played by the
played, yeah.
referee, because it was going to be a
Checking
Sunderland
the
free kick. But
non-league
Lefay has
scores.
got it here. Siddiqui on the overlap. Lefay shoots into the side netting.
First shot
Great
from the lads.
strike. Unlucky if
Good
it was on
strike that, like.
target.
Yeah, he kept it low. That could have sneaked in. At
Carlisle
the
are playing
post.
tomorrow in the FA Cup.
Suddenly opened up a little bit for Sunderland
Blackpool.
there.
There's about 4,000 Carlisle fans going down.
Good advantage played by
Yeah.
Andy Manley in the end. And the ball with Vardiol at the left corner of the 6-yard box at the moment. Donnarumma in the centre gets the ball now, all in yellow. 6'5", the Italian keeper. Now Nico's under pressure from Siddiqui and Traore. And in the corner, Nico O'Reilly slips it past Mukiele, straight to Xhaka. And Xhaka now
I do
finds
think
Hugh
Sunderland will have a go
on
now
the
and
left,
again, you know.
halfway inside the Manchester City half.
Yeah, that's
Then to
it. You know,
Lefay.
we'll
Lefay
try and hit
back
them on
to
the breakaway.
Hume
And
back into
like
the
you
centre
say,
circle to Ballard. And Ballard
With Isidore
just
in the
taps
team,
it to
he can
Cayley, also Hertrauder, sorry, and back to
he can skin
Ballard,
most defenders. So
back again to Robin.
I'll tell you,
Brooks.
Hedges on the
Cayley's a
on the
long way up.
bench.
He's pushed right up on the
Um,
right touchline.
Patterson,
Lefay
O'Neill,
is out
Neil, Rick,
wide,
Mienda,
pushed up on
Talby,
this left-hand
Adingra,
side.
Mr.
Ballard
Bobby and Mundle.
looking for Hertrauder.
Are you surprised
Back to
Mienda's
Ballard.
not getting a start,
Ballard
Rob?
then
I
back
am
to
a
Robin
little,
Ruffs at the edge of the penalty area.
but
Pushes
you know,
out to
basically
Hugh.
we're playing
Hugh
one
to
striker.
Ballard.
So
Ballard
you know,
wide.
do we start Isidore? Do we
Still
start
halfway inside
Mienda?
his
Do
own
we
half.
start
Doku goes
Robbie?
to close him down.
Do we
Played back
start
to
Mundle?
Ruffs, and he's closed down by
Um,
Bernardo. He gets it to
He
Xhaka.
seems to
Something's
just,
gotta
he
get
seems to like
somewhere.
Isidore though, doesn't he?
And now Ballard
He
passes
does,
it
and
out
to be
down
fair,
the right.
Isidore is
Hertrauder.
quick,
It's
and
headed
he
away
does,
from Mukiele
and
by
he does
O'Reilly
and can
into the centre
score.
here, and a little slip back to Nunez, and then forwards to Shirky, and Bernardo goes out wide right, and Nico goes left to Doku. Doku comes down the left of the penalty area looking for Foden, who slipped it past Ruffs across the face of goal, and I think it's Bernardo's run onto it down on the right corner and plays it back now to Nunez, and Nunez, behind him is Diaz, and Diaz plays it down to Nunez again on his
Sky
right hand
is saying Man
side,
City
and
too,
back to
isn't it?
Diaz on the right, and they look up, they've got bodies all
They're just
around the
human
penalty
beings.
area.
It's 11
Foden
men
tries
against
a
11
left
men at
shot,
the end of the day.
and it swings away
That's
well
it.
wide.
That's it.
0-0 in the 19th
Still
minute
no
now.
change to
Here
any of the
at the
scores in
Etihad
the
Stadium.
Championship at the moment.
It's a great run by Foden as well.
The
As it
rain
was in the Premier
pouring
League,
down. Robin Ruffs
Everton,
kicks
the only
with
ones
his
that
left.
have
Out to the
scored
left
so
wing,
far.
Trey Hugh.
1-0 up against Notts Forest,
Back
and
it
that was an
goes
own
to
goal.
Alderete. There's a few splashes of water.
48 likes
And then
now,
Alderete
196 watching.
under
Come on, let's
pressure
get
from
to
Haaland, really put the
100
ball
likes,
out.
thank
Yeah,
you.
but just can't
I hope
afford to
Rick
be
gets to
making
run out,
mistakes.
says Edge. Ray
Throw
says,
taken.
folks should be grateful.
by
Or do
Shirky,
one,
back
mate,
to
says
Nunez
Ray.
and Diaz. Then into Vardiol and the Sunderland half just
Look, they're
forwards to the
entitled to
centre
say
circle,
what they
looking
say,
for the run of
and I can
Shirky.
only be honest
Cut
and
out
reply
by
back.
Hume, but drops
I
here
get
on
a
the
lot of
right
people
to
come on
go
and
out
saying,
for a
why
throw
you're
again
not
to
showing the match,
Manchester City.
you know.
Back to
Of course,
Bernardo. Bernardo.
you'll get banned, and there's a fair
trying to
chance you'll
wave his
get
hand around and
arrested.
all the players
I could
around
give
and
tickets
plays it
away
inside
for
to
the Man City
Foden.
game in the Sunderland End, and people
Phil
would still
Foden.
whinge.
Across the pitch to Vardiol.
Yeah,
Tackled by Traore, but the ball runs to O'Reilly. And O'Reilly comes back into his own half for Diaz. And now to Bernardo again.
I'll let them
on
have
his
this.
right-hand side.
It's entitled to.
281st Premier League appearance for Bernardo this afternoon. As O'Reilly trying to get the ball through at the edge of the penalty area to
Haaland's
Shea.
not
Comes
human,
down
says
to
Mackham.
Hume though. Haaland goes into the box. Roofs puts his foot through it. Not convincingly, but it swings up towards the halfway line. Comes
Sunderland
back
fans
though
have
at
definitely
Alderete.
got
And
half an
Alderete
eye
now
on
with
this
Bernardo in
and
front
an
of
eye
him.
and a half on
Finds
next Sunday, haven't they?
Xhaka out to
Oh
Hume.
yes, very
Forwards
much so.
to Sadiki, who goes down. It's a free kick, foul by Nico. Free kick to Sunderland.
And hello to my good friend
In the
Harry
20th
Trenholm from the old Pallion Road days.
No goals.
He used to own a cracking shop
Sadiki
just around my
gets himself
streets
up.
from there when I was a little boy. Because at times
And,
we are one-dimensional and predictable.
Alderete
We
looks as
need
though
to
he's
change
got
from relying
Hume
too
or
much on
Alderete's going to take the
Isidore.
free kick. Hume has the ball
I
at
do
his
like
feet.
Brobbery, yeah.
And he plays it back.
He's a bit of a
to
one-trick pony, isn't he,
Roofs.
Isidore? It's like he's the type of player that likes to run onto the long
Guardiola stands
balls.
on the touchline,
You know,
Yeah.
actually,
apart from
hands
that,
in his pockets.
if there's nothing being played onto
Allard.
him, very much
He's
he's anonymous.
completely undaunted by the rain, Pep Guardiola, and completely
And the-
unprepared. for it,
I think- I
as
don't know,
Diaz plays
I
the ball up for
I agree
Ballard
with
to
what
head away.
Harry's saying that
Headed back again by
it's
Nico. Doku's
it is
lurking, but
quite
Ballard
one-dimensional
gets
in
the
that
ball
we
away
always
to
play the same way in the
Michele on
first
the right,
half,
slips it inside to Xhaka.
with Isidore as the
Xhaka
sole
holding off
striker.
Foden, trying to
But
slip the ball away, but it's come back off Manchester City players.
during
to
the
head
second
Trouder.
half, we'll normally
Forwards to
replace
Traore,
them with
plays it
somebody
back
like
to Ballard.
Robbie, Mundle,
Ballard
Mayanda,
now
and
on
that
the
changes
right,
the
looking to
dynamic
get
a
it up to the
little
halfway
bit,
line, straight to
particularly
O'Reilly.
Away,
if
can't
you
give
know
it away.
O'Reilly holds off
we're holding
Isidore.
our own.
Sadiki,
So-
he goes past him, and now Shirky plays it back to Nunez. Nunez to Nico.
Yeah, and I think that's what's
Nico
been starting
to
in a lot of
Foden,
teams
and
and
wide
getting
to
the late
Doku
goals
again
because
on
we
that
changed our
left wing.
shape for the last 10,
He's
12
running at the
minutes.
penalty area on the left-hand
and it
side.
totally
He's got
catches them off
Michele
guard.
in front of him.
Yeah,
Crosses,
yeah.
headed away by Alderete, straight to
Especially bringing
Vardiol, just
Mr.
outside
Blobby
the
on
penalty
because he's
area,
a
tries to
unit.
slip
He's
the
a
ball
unit
back
and a
into
half.
the box,
He's
and Shirky
built like a
comes back to
proverbial brick
Vardiol,
outhouse.
Yeah.
and it's all Manchester City at
So
the
we've got
moment
our
in terms of
Indonesian
possession.
Yeah, because we keep
contingent
giving it away
in.
when we win it
Cabby?
back. We just
Yep.
give it
Dima,
straight back
good
to him.
afternoon.
Good
Here
afternoon
with
from
Diaz.
good afternoon
Wide
to
to
Dimas
Nunez.
Mojo from Indonesia.
Hume in
Welcome
front of
along.
him. Nunez back inside Shirky. Shirky
But it does
into
that not become predictable
Vardiol
as teams
in
will
the middle.
cotton on to this.
Gives the ball away to Michele, wide on the right. Doku's in front of him.
Yeah.
He's tried to slip the ball through to Isidore. Isidore gets on the end of it. Isidore at the edge of the penalty area, trying to get a shot
Well
away.
done.
It's blocked. He wins the corner. He did do well there, actually, in those
Excellent
circumstances.
Wilson Isidore.
What do you
And
think
Sunderland
of
actually win the first
Slan's
corner of the game.
new comments? Isidore and Miendo not good enough.
And you've
Could
just
do with a
been
new
on set
striker
pieces
in the
who can
window.
cause them problems, Nick.
Well, let's see here.
So
What they
this
can
is
do-
something you've been saying for a while now,
Or
Cabby,
11 red and
that
white
we
shirt
probably
players,
need
or
do.
10 red and white shirted
another
players
striker, another
walking
goal
up. They've been
scorer.
so far back in their own half defending, they've all had to come and walk all the way through the Manchester City half.
Whereabouts
into the
in
Manchester
Germany,
City
Harry
penalty
Dalton?
area.
And they've dragged everybody back, haven't they?
Yeah.
We've got them worried.
Roofs
Harry
is standing
Trenholm,
up at
can you remember
back
the
of
shop
centre
Chipperwares
circle.
across the
Xhaka
road
is gonna
from you?
take the corner in the driving rain from the right-hand side.
God, the good old days.
Manchester City have got 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yes,
5,
Jacka
6
would miss
outfield players in
the
the
Newcastle
6-yard
game,
box.
but I don't think we get a yellow, you know.
Donnarumma
I think he's got
bouncing
his
up and
head
down in
screwed
front.
on too much.
Diaz is
Sadiki's on
Isidore's
full as well.
pushing back into Diaz. The ball swings in here, and Donnarumma gets a hand to it, and it comes down here
Oh, you
for
dive in there,
Vardiol, who
Traore.
just steps past Traore and gets the ball out now to Shirky. And the
Hello,
Red Whites
BJS.
have the
Welcome,
flood
mate.
back. Shirky to Doku.
Philip Stout.
Doku down
Hello,
the left
how
of
you
central
doing?
midfield in the Sunderland half.
BJS,
Ballard in front
good
of him. He
afternoon.
slips it straight through though to Lefay.
Of course.
And
that's how
Lefay pokes it to Traore. He gets it to Michele again. Michele back into the path of Lefay. Lovely little back heel to
Oh,
Traore,
it's a
who gives
bad
the ball
pass.
away to
Oh,
Nunez.
Gary Bennett's side
I think his
tells you.
intention was
How
trying
we're
to get
playing,
to the
we're
path
holding
of
our own,
Sadiki.
mate.
Yeah,
This is, do you know what? This
But
is
he
very
passed it
similar
straight
to how we played
the
against
Portuguese
Liverpool the
right back,
first
Nunez.
20 odd minutes.
And now with Vardiol. And back to Nunez.
But yeah, we
Wide
need
again
that,
to Bernardo.
that striker.
Halfway
We need
inside
that
the
someone that's going to
Sunderland half now.
not be too
0-0,
much
24th
anonymous,
minute.
like Isidore is.
Bernardo to
Even at Miendo when he plays, he can be
Nunez.
too much anonymous.
Back
So
to Doku, who's on the
we
right
need
now.
that main
Diaz,
striker
Back
that
to Doku.
doesn't lie when them balls
Doku
down the channels and
inside
straight
again
through.
to Shirky.
He needs a plate onto him
Shirky
in the plate, doesn't he,
Into the
Isidore?
middle.
To run on
to
to, you know.
Vardiol. Diaz to his right.
We need that striker like the Kevin Phillips type, like an annoying wasp to the defenders, like on a picnic table in the summer. Just won't go away. He's everywhere. That's what you need. And Mienda and Isidore aren't them type of strikers.
O'Reilly back to Vardiol.
Mind you, saying that with Quinn Phillips, we under Reed we had a brilliant setup in that we had two bloody good wingers who could stretch a defence. You had Quinn laying it off
trying to come past you
in the centre, and then you had Phillips just to pick it up and bang it in the net. I mean, it was just the way that the team worked. We played with two damn good wingers.
Well, you don't get any better wingers than Alan Johnson and
no, exactly.
Alan
Johnson and Summerby. Two brilliant crosses of the ball. You had one of the best headers of the ball in Quinn, and if he didn't score it, he'd lay it off. And Phillips was just there to bang them in the net.
I still think that's the best attacking lineup we've had in Sunderland's history. Even better than it is now. Dare I say that?
Back to Shirky, tapping it about here, Manchester City.
I'm watching the match on a dodgy Russian channel, says Harry. Only problem is it's in Russian. Enjoy your commentary whilst watching the match. A bit 2 minutes out or something. Oh, very kind of you, Harry, mate. It's good banter in here, mate. We can all share the same feelings, how we're feeling, isn't it? It's a bit lonely when you're away from Sunderland and you can't relate how you're feeling, the frustrations, the excitement.
To answer Ryan Jones's question, I think Quinn and Phillips would do all right in the Premier League now.
They're keeping disciplined.
As long as they were getting the service, they'd still be banging the goals in.
Across the face of Haaland, who chases after it to Alderete.
That's good laugh, Harry. Gates and Gabbiadini were also inseparable, weren't they?
Yeah, they were. They were another two.
There lurking. Alderete wide up to the
face. It's just a shame Magic Johnson. Yeah, it's just a shame Magic Johnson threw his toys out the pram when we wouldn't let him go to Rangers. So.
Was he Scottish?
Yeah, he was a big Rangers fan.
Nunes and Diaz here.
Richarlison's just scored for Spurs. Thanks,
on to Alderete's head. He heads it out.
Just on a quick sprint, yeah. Tottenham Hotspur 1, Brentford 0. No other changes to the scores. And no changes to the scores in the Championship. All nils apiece at the moment.
Back to Vardiol.
And Norwich are deep in the doo-doos, however.
Down the left-hand side. Riley's push forwards again.
The Spurs score
Manchester City left back.
Yes, it has updated back on the Babe. So
Diaz wide again.
That
on the right to
Richarlison, as you say.
And 61 likes. We're nearly getting to the 100 likes. Thank you.
Back it comes then to Bernardo.
Thanks for the subscriber. Thank you very much.
Diaz, who floats across in straight into the hands of Robin Ross.
It does that well, doesn't he?
Dennis Chewett and Hughes.
Everton lead Nottingham Forest by a goal to nil.
Before my time. Big shout out to George Mulhall. How are you doing, ALS?
Yeah, Chewett and Hughes. I wouldn't disagree. Vic Hallam was also there with Billy Hughes. And Porterfield, of course, going back to my youth.
And now the ball is wide with Hertrauda. Looking for Traore up towards the.
He is, Harry, he's a threat.
Then wide again to Mukaele.
But if he plays like he did against Newcastle a few weeks ago, we'll be totally fine. We can take Roofs away and not even have him in goal. It would be safe.
He couldn't hit a barn door in that game, could he?
Centre circle at the moment. Plays it back to Roofs.
Chewett was a cracking winger. Trevor Coleman. Yeah, absolutely, totally agree with you. He was a cracking winger.
Up to Traore on halfway. Behind him, Hertrauda. Behind him, Ballard.
And Billy Hughes, he was typical number 10, played all over the field. And he was just a pain in the bum in two defences.
Manchester City have won it back. Shirky through the middle. Foden blocked by Alderete, his pass, trying to slip it through.
No thoughts given going to Metallica concert, but take my headphones.
Well done, Traore.
You're welcome.
Free kick to Sunderland.
You enjoyed that Metallica.
In the middle of their own
half.
In the 29th minute. It is 0-0 still here.
I always thought that was the point in going to a Metallica concert, was to come out deaf.
Xhaka throws the ball forwards.
I tell you what, though, when you
taps
do
it
watch
back
the game, like the
Robin
73, you can tell it off that the pace of the game's so
Just
slow.
outside
Then,
his
isn't it?
area
More what it is
again.
now.
Oh yeah,
Kicks,
it was a
looking for
much slower
Lefay.
game, and I think
Nunes
that's
heads it
what
in the
was
air.
being
Diaz
alluded
takes
to
it on his chest.
in the
Slips
question
it
is
behind
whether
it to
Quinn and
Guardiola.
Phillips would be
Out then into
how they
the
would
path of
fare in the
Cherki.
Premier League
Got
these
Nico,
days. It is a
and
far
forwards of him
quicker
is just
game.
Foden in the
Well,
centre.
yeah.
Even
Back to
even
Vardiol.
going back, to
Vardiol, across it
2000,
to Nunes on the
99,
right again.
2000 time.
And,
The
out
game
wide
was
again
much
to
quicker than it
Bernardo.
was in the 70s, but
Bernardo,
it's still not as
Hume
quick as it
ever
is now.
sticking
Oh, no.
with him.
But you can
Bernardo
notice the
slips it
difference,
to
Rob, even
Cherki.
from, like you say, the
Cherki now
2000, 99
got
to now. You can notice it,
Traore
can't
in
you?
front of him.
You
Sorry,
can,
not
you
Traore.
can,
He's got
and
Siddiqui
yeah,
in front
Paul
of him.
Freeman.
And
I
now
totally agree.
Diaz
I was at
behind
that game in the replay. I
And,
went to both
Cherki
the
again.
original draw
Clips the
and
cross in
the winner
straight to Robin Ruffs.
Brook Park for that one. Loved it.
So again, discipline Sunderland, just making sure they're
And
closing their
as
men
Harry
down,
says, that was the days when you
making
could
it
tackle.
difficult for
You
them.
know.
Ruffs,
I think
the ball at his feet,
our late
passes
friend
it
Davey,
to
Big
Ballard
Davey,
on
I
the
think
right corner of the penalty area.
he was at that
Back
Man
again
City game, and he
to
says it
Robin
was the
Ruffs,
best
and he
game he's
drives
ever
it
been
further
in.
forwards this time. He seemed to
Yeah,
let for it
I
with Diaz
wouldn't
behind him,
disagree.
and
That was
Diaz wins the
brilliant
header,
game.
drops for
I
Doku,
was
but
at that game.
Traore
It was
gets the
absolutely
ball off him, and
brilliant.
it's a stretch for Lefay. It
Place
runs
was
off his foot,
bouncing.
and we'll
What
come
was it,
back to
3-2
Nunes
we
here
won?
in the Manchester City half.
I think it was, yeah.
Short pass forwards to the edge of the
It was a replay,
centre
wasn't it?
circle to Cherki.
Yeah, replay.
Ryan
We drew
Cherki's got
drew
4
down at Main
French
Road
caps now,
and
and a
beat them
goal.
at
One
Rook
of those
Park.
games as well for France.
Daytona
Have an eye
Fire,
on the
and was
World
in the
Cup,
rocket end, and
perhaps.
we beat Man City 1-0 to
Here's
stay up.
Cherki on the ball, out wide to the left to Doku. Doku
Doing bugs. I once played
McKay
beach
and
football
Traore
with Julia
across
Arca
there
as
in
a
front of
kid
him,
down
back
in
to
Rocket,
Cherki.
class bloke.
back of the penalty area.
Yeah.
Trevor
into
says
the
Cessa
middle
Irwin, great
with
sliding tackles.
Diaz's shot and a goal.
Oh, there's the goal.
Ruben Diaz
Yeah.
You better close him down.
smashed it into the top right
And
corner.
there we go.
No stopping it for Robin Ruffs. He wasn't closed down. It's in the 31st minute, and Manchester City unlock the Sunderland defence finally.
Yeah, you can't
No
do much
surprise
about
really
that. I
there,
think
is it? Rob,
we've got
No,
to get
not
closer to
really.
him, haven't we? You know, he had too much time on the ball. He's controlled it. It's a great strike from Diaz, but I think Reggie Lebris will be upset that we haven't got closer to close that ball down.
and Newcastle scored as well.
Well, Diaz scored at Newcastle. He's now scored against Sunderland.
Yes.
A double against the
scored
North
for
East
them.
clubs, and Bruno has just scored for Newcastle as well
You
against
can beat the
Burnley.
goals like that.
But it's Manchester
Lemares.
City 1, Sunderland 0.
Yeah, you've got to get
Yeah.
closer to him.
He wasn't picked
It's a
up.
great strike.
On one hand, that's a good
It's
thing.
a-
On one hand, it's a
lovely
bad
hit.
thing.
He's right in the middle. He's 20 yards out, and even though Ballard tried to get his head on the end of it,
Same time.
it swept past him.
Yeah, they did.
And the danger, of course, is if Ballard had
How are you?
got
No way,
contact.
Mackin, good to see you.
If indeed it
to
was
see
only
you.
minimal contact from Ballard, it would have
This is how I
only
can be
helped it on
watching
his way into
on
the net. Ruffs at
British
full stretch, couldn't
with
get his
it
hand to it.
Norwegian comms.
And Manchester City now.
What was that, a
hold the
deflection,
lead.
was it?
Well, they've come from behind before, Sunderland. They've battled really well.
Come from behind
until
before,
now.
but are we going to be realistic?
They
I
won't
don't
give
think
up.
you're going to get out
It's
from
not
the
in
Rob.
this team's nature.
Well,
Manchester City lead
you never know.
1-0.
Oh,
As
it
we
came
go
off.
for the
It
last
was a
15 minutes
deflection,
of
that,
the
right?
first half.
I'm just seeing the replay now.
Got some updated scores
Diaz,
in
the
the
goal
Championship.
scorer on the ball here. Leaves
Today,
it
Blackburn Rovers
Guardiola
1,
inside
Sheffield
the
Wednesday 0.
Manchester City half.
The
slips
Preston
it
North
to
End
Doku.
0, Wrexham 1.
Doku
Sheffield
down the
United
left
1,
again
Stoke 0.
to
Southampton 2,
Foden,
Birmingham
who gets
0.
it back to Doku. Short pass.
Sheffield
Doku
United are
just
1-0 up,
dribbling
yeah?
at Traore.
Sheffield
And then
United
turning
1 0
and
up
playing
at
it to Diaz,
Stoke.
the goal scorer, just in front
away-
of the centre circle. Plays it
Sheffield
now to
United 1,
Nunes.
Stoke City 0.
And
Is
Nunes
Ipswich Coventry
to
still 0-0?
Cherki. He's got Hume
Yep,
to
that's
come
still nil
past
to
the edge of
pace.
the area on the right. Hume forces him out behind.
Corner.
Having a look at the match stats on that.
Manchester City's
Nearly all
first corner
Coventry,
of the
they've
game.
had 5 shots so
I
far.
think it's important
2
that
on
we stick
target.
together here.
If
You
you
know,
Who
think
scored
about it,
against
one.
says
great
Mackin? It
strike.
was Diaz,
There's
wasn't it?
nothing much you could do about that.
Ruben Diaz.
But we frustrated him.
But this is why I think
Continue keeping your shape.
have a shot
think
if
it's,
you're far out, because it can go
Foden
anywhere.
can take the
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And this is what
Corner
Sunderland
on
are
the
not doing. They're a bit like
right-hand side.
dimensional, as everybody said in
pretty
the
much
in the chat.
Sunderland
A bit
penalty
one-dimensional.
area.
It's like if you get a little
Foden
bit of
from the
space,
right,
have a shot,
Manchester City
because
leading
it could go anywhere.
1-0
Try it.
referee. What's the referee see
Yeah.
here?
Bit of argy-bargy.
And he's
Bit
coming
Haaland
for
and
a word.
Alderete.
Yeah. Haaland and I think Nico's standing in the middle of them, but
Afternoon, Darren
Bernardo
Diver.
dwarfed by the pair of them, actually. And he now is dwarfed by Robin Ruff's Bernardo, standing behind the Dutchman. As Foden
Can't be
then,
too disappointed
with this
if they
corner
lose today. I mean,
on
they've
the
had
right,
a
towards
hell
the
of a
far
few
post,
goals.
or a header straight into the
There's
bottom
two.
corner, is it? It is.
Yeah.
And I think it's
Gabbard on.
Guardiola, is it?
Guardiola.
What do you think?
Again,
Score, do you
He
think?
got up, headed it down in the bottom left corner.
Could be.
And in the space of 4
We know
minutes,
Man City can
Manchester
score
City
them.
have doubled their lead.
Yeah, we've got to do better from set piece, Nick.
It's 2-0 now then to
Not shocked, are you really?
Manchester City.
No.
And they sing out Guardiola's
Yeah,
name over the
free header.
tannoy.
Free header.
He got above everybody in that huddle of
I think
players.
he's left Lefay.
Or was it Lefay?
They'll be desperate to
He
win this
just
with
towered
Arsenal
above everybody
losing.
and smashed it with his head into the bottom
Like I
left
said,
corner.
could be a disadvantage Arsenal losing
2-0
because it's
then
really sparked Man
to
City, hasn't it?
Manchester City.
Yes.
Game on.
Yeah.
Very much
They
game
can
on
see
now.
them closing their gap to
Well,
2
we've done
points.
it before, Nick.
Do you
So,
think that's why it's a
Can
bit
do it
it's a
again.
bit wrong having games playing
35th
before
minute
other
goal
games
coming
because teams can now
from
know what to do,
Croatia.
what to expect there. A bit like when the World Cup, the last games and the group games, they all play at the same time, so nobody has a mentally disadvantage or an
Visiting
advantage of what's
Manchester
going
United
on.
Old Trafford, isn't it?
yeah, but you'd upset Sky if
2-0
you
down
made
after
all the
half
games
an hour,
kick off at the
35
same
minutes
time,
here.
wouldn't you?
Do you know where I'm coming from though, Rob?
Yeah,
It's
totally
like
To
agree.
try and find a way back
Results
into the game,
earlier can
Sunderland.
change the mentality of a team. I'm not trying to
Well,
make
they can,
excuses
and
here, but it's
two goals
definitely
coming in
changed
front
Man
of the
City's
Sunderland
mentality, knowing
fans.
Arsenal's
Away to our
of
right,
us today.
that end of the south
You
end
know,
of the
and if
stadium.
you think back some years to
And
probably
Ballard back to Ruffs.
and Jimmy Hill, it cost
Dutchman
us
with the ball at his feet, just outside the Sunderland penalty
big style.
area.
You know, we got relegated on it.
Ballard.
Gary
Trouder trying to
Bennett's
get it up to
saying
the halfway line,
done
and
it before,
Traore.
coming from 2-0 down. I
Alan
don't think Gary
McKaylee on the
Bennett's
touch
into
line.
Not against Man City.
it. No chance.
Free kick to Sunderland, wide on the right. Cayley's
Yeah, we do seem to play
Slapping
better
the
with 4 at the
pitch
back
with his
Yellow
and
card.
that's a yellow
the extra
card
body in
for
midfield. We do seem to get
Guardiola, yeah.
more out of it.
for the foul.
I mean, if Man City get a third, I would actually take Xhaka off. Someone just said that now.
Yeah, Simon
and
said
Sadiq.
take
Challenge, no, it's not
Xhaka and
the
Sadiq
nicest
off.
of challenges on this wet, slippery pitch with his left foot.
caught
Went for the ball, but he caught him.
Brothers,
He was
how you doing,
only
mate? This is the fee and he's the door off.
he did
They
catch
don't want to know poor from
Kelly,
both of them. Mine,
which
he
resulted
says, I
in the
think
booking for
he's
the
the
goal
door not
scorer.
good enough for the Premier League. There's more and more people saying that.
And Cayley's still getting treatment on the far side, lying on the pitch.
Doesn't look good for Michele.
Xhaka's in conversation with
Yeah.
Andy Madley at the moment. And Cayley is it's his right
2-0,
Back
Rob.
call, isn't it?
Fair
Yeah.
scoreline so far, I would say.
being manipulated
Yeah,
at the moment.
yeah. There's
Xhaka's
to be
still
honest,
having this
it's
conversation with
half expected.
Andy
I think
Madley.
it's not one. It's not one. I don't think we had earmarked as a
Standing over
We're gonna
Cayley
win it.
now and still continuing
Sort of
talking
game.
to the referee. He's not letting whatever the issue is drop. And
Xhaka's not happy with some of
Kelly's
it. Like, I
still
don't know if it was
receiving
an off the ball
treatment.
incident. Marco says till the end.
yeah.
yellow,
In a bit
yellow-
of pain.
the ball, the
Michele,
yellow ball
like.
is with Phil Foden at the moment. He's standing over McKay. He's held to his feet now.
I
And,
think we'll go for Colagano in January, says Edge.
seems to be all
We
right.
need something, mate. We need
He's
something.
over on the far side from where we're sitting, looking at what is happening there. As he's,
When did
Hobbling
Isidore
a
last
little bit.
score?
but he's seemingly okay.
Can't be easy.
Rory
Liverpool
Michele.
away Wednesday. Of
Michele.
course. I mean, that was an absolute
Hobbles away.
elite performance against Liverpool. The lads are going to
Manchester City fans getting a bit frustrated. It's Lefay and Xhaka over the free kick on the far side. It's left for Lefay into the edge of the area
That'd
when
be better.
Nunes heads it out comfortably, actually. With the 39th minute, a couple of minutes stoppage there. Xhaka on the halfway line for Sunderland. Manchester City leading 2-0. Ball's played across to Sadiki here. Pushes it on to Xhaka. Xhaka drives it off the back of Bernardo for a throw to Sunderland.
It's got to play a part, hasn't it,
the
playing Liverpool on Wednesday?
Manchester
The lads
City
have
half.
just
Hume takes
worked
it.
their socks off
Back
Wednesday
to
night.
They did.
Xhaka,
They
closed
did.
down by Bernardo, splashes through the water to Siddiqui, back to Roofs. Roofs.
And of course,
the edge
Man
of the
City
area.
had an extra
He's
day
kicked
off.
it. Has he kicked it straight out? He has. Lefebvre can't keep it in.
Yeah, we've just got to keep our shape. Can't afford to concede another goal,
So
Nick.
2-0 down.
Again, we
Jeff
talk about
says
the
on
next
social
goal,
media,
how
make those
important it
midfield
is.
subs
Yeah.
now, please.
Here's Lefebvre.
Matthew says
One
Xhaka
back.
and Siddiqui look absolutely
Lost, then
petrified
one
to
back
put a
again by
tackle in.
Isidore. Back it comes to Hume.
Yeah, Lewis has also said
Hume
game's gone. Sensible thing to do is get them two off at half time. A lot of people saying that's a red card as well.
Yeah.
Frustrated.
This is where we've got to keep our composure,
Yeah.
keep our concentration, Nick.
Yeah.
Get them in
Scored-
at half time.
Scored against Bournemouth apparently was the last time
As we said before,
Isidore
the
scored.
game kicked off. Manchester United, Manchester City getting the fillip of hearing
Of
that
course he
Aston
did.
Villa have
Of course
beaten
he did.
Arsenal with a late winner, 2-1 at Villa
I've
Park
said
in
for a
the
long
added
time. Isidore,
So
in the end, it's not.
they could go within 2 points of
Wait,
Arsenal
don't
with
say
victory
good
over
enough,
Sunderland. They
If you
lead
want them to
2-0
progress
Manchester
to the
City.
next level in the Premier League, whatever the next
Ball
level is,
comes
definitely
off
Isidore will end
Doku,
I
won
don't
back
think.
by Sunderland.
Oh,
Yeah.
give it
He's
away
trying to get
again.
Yeah, I
ball,
think we've
but
said
he's
this
lost it,
several
and
times.
O'Reilly has
Isidore's
it. Behind him is
what I
Doku.
would probably
This time it's a
describe as an
Sunderland throw
inside right or an
on the
inside
far
left,
side in the 41st
rather than an out and
minute.
out centre forward. He's more of a
Throw be taken by
he either needs somebody to play
Roddy
off or
McKaylee.
somebody to play through to him. He's not one of these guys
Crowder. He's
that
got
will take
Siddiqui
on
across there
defence.
on the
He
far
likes
side.
to be in
Goes
front
in
of
the end for
the
Lefebvre.
defenders.
He does.
It gives the ball straight to O'Reilly.
And it's
Up
right,
to
Paul
Haaland,
Freeman. He's never been an
knocks
out
it
and out
down
forward.
behind
He
him
hasn't.
To Shirky, and then here on the right, it's with Nunez. And
Most rumours we're
Matthias
looking at
Nunez
midfield. We
gets it
need to
back to
spend
Shirky.
big and get
Across
one
then to
dedicated
Vardiol.
striker.
Vardiol,
I mean, I'm still going to say Sunderland aren't
Into
safe yet. We are
Foden,
not
who's dropped
safe.
deep. Diaz,
yet, and,
forward.
uh,
No, I
Shirky
think
back to
I think
Phil
we're
Foden.
safe. I think we're
And then across
safe.
to
Honestly,
Vardiol again with Doku. Doku running at Ukele, slipping into the edge
there
of
are
the
a
area,
few
but Xhaka's
options
there
for
to
teams that will
intercept
go
it.
down,
He
but
kicks it out in
as
touch
you
as
see,
well.
all it takes is
And
bad
that's what
runs,
we
two or
haven't done well
two or three
this
defeats
first
off the
45
belt, and
minutes,
we're going to
Nick,
be
is when we've won the
down
ball,
in
we've
the-
not been able to
the
retain
middle
it.
bottom
given
half
it
of the
straight
middle of
back
the
to him.
table because it's that tight at the moment.
2-0 then
That's why it's
Manchester City
massively
lead.
important if we lose.
We approach
So does
half-time.
Wolves. Well, forget Wolves.
Yeah.
thank God. I'm now only going to say
Foden.
so does Leeds
Back in their own
and
half now
Burnley.
here. Shirky and Bernardo gets a shove from Alderete.
So Newcastle
Shirky
have closed it.
comes
Are they
away
only
with
a
the ball,
point
lifting it
behind
over
us
the
now?
top, looking for the run of O'Reilly, but out comes Ruffs.
Yep.
Well done.
And kicks it out
Newcastle
to
are on
touch.
22 points. We're on 23 at the
Back.
moment.
Sprinting through the centre.
You know, you
then.
go down
Nico
to
O'Reilly.
14th place. Brentford are on 19. So,
Throw taken
you know, there's not many points
Bernardo.
separating
just inside
Fourth
the
from
Sunderland half. Diaz
fifth from
opened the
14th.
scoring
There's
in
only
the
5
31st
points
minute.
between them.
Bernardo slips
Malcolm
it to
says
Shirky again
Isidore
here.
didn't score v
He's trying to
Bournemouth.
skip
It was
into the penalty
Traore
area
and
on the
Fee
right.
and
He
Robbie.
clips one towards the far
No,
post.
strange that, because I did ask
In the air
Google
by
about that one,
Robin Ruffs
and it said
brings
Bournemouth.
it down.
But you're right.
His orange kit matching
I'm
the
trying to
orange
work out when did Isidore
coats
last
of all the
score.
stewards either
Make
side of the
sure-
Sunderland fans as it comes back to Rooks.
Is it as
He
far back as the
kicks it out
Brentford match?
again up to the halfway line. Vardiol chests it down to O'Reilly to his left. Burnley are down to 10 men at St James's Park. And they're trailing 1-0 as well.
That's it, James.
Here's
Good night
Diaz
Vienna for Burnley
bringing
there,
the
like,
ball
isn't it?
into the Sunderland half again on the right hand side. Nunez is wide of him. He goes behind him. Shirky into the middle. Leaves it
All
now for
Sunderland can do
O'Reilly,
to
who's in the
DSI is
centre.
just keep the score
Short
respectable, I
passing
think.
between
Yeah.
Foden and Nico.
Yeah, Burnley's had to play centre half.
Nico to Foden in the middle. Foden closed down by Isidore to Vardiol. Back into Diaz. Diaz wide again here to Nunez. Nunez closed down by Trey Hume. Plays it back to the edge of the area to Shirky. And then across into the middle to Vardiol, who's lifting one towards the far post, looking for Bernardo. But it spins
Spurs
away
2-0 up.
behind
Thank you,
the
Daytona.
goal kick. Sunderland will be disappointed to concede 2 goals in 4 minutes in the manner in which they conceded them, giving Diaz the space and then not defending the corner. with all those bodies
Harry
back as
says,
well,
Harry Trenholm says Burnley are heading back down to the Championship.
allowing Guardiola
I
to
think
get
they've
up
lost,
and
it'll
head
be
into the bottom
6
corner.
defeats on the
I
bounce
think
if they do.
You know, the worst part about
Harry
it
says
is
also, I hope we can
annoyed
salvage something
Richard
from this and
Rees
not
is that
concede.
we've
We
not
need a
really
good
got
frame
hold
of
the ball,
mind
have
going
we?
into Newcastle.
You know,
I know
when we
what you're
have
saying. You didn't
won
want
the
to be
ball,
going
we've
into
given it straight
Newcastle
back to him.
on the end
You
of a
can't do that against
4 or
Manchester
5-0
City.
defeat by Man City,
Trouders
do you?
fouled Doku, hauling him about just inside the Sunderland half on the
Burnley, Wolves and who
left-hand
else? Well,
side.
it's-
It's quickly taken
I
free
don't know,
kick.
that's the thing, Rob, isn't it? Who else? If
45.
Leeds
Yeah,
start
we
picking points
Tom
up.
Bramall's waiting
We
to
were
come out,
discussing this
the
before
fourth
the,
official, and show us how much
team
time is gonna
started,
be
the stream
added on at the
started.
end of this first half.
West Ham
Nico
aren't playing very well,
leaves
but
it for
potentially
O'Reilly on the
they've
left-hand
got
side.
the
Pass it
wherewithal to
Doku.
get out of it.
Doku back to
Forest,
Vardiol.
I don't think are going to
Plays
be
it
in the
down to
mix.
Doku
I think
again,
they'll
the
get away from it.
Belgian winger.
And then you're looking at
Traore
Fulham,
in front
Brentford,
of him.
or
Stabs it away,
Bournemouth.
but Doku will run back onto this.
none of which
Slip
you
it
would think
inside
would
to
be
Vardiol. We get 3
relegation
minutes of
candidates.
added time. We're into those 3 minutes now with Manchester City.
So yeah, it's
leading
difficult. But
2-0.
yes,
Trouder in the
Wolves
corner, try and dig
definitely.
it out.
You can pick
Traore
one
looking
from
for it with
7
Isidore
or
trying
8
to turn,
teams
spin away, but of course
for the other place,
Manchester
I think.
City
And
have got possession back again. Nunez down this right-hand side.
I think we'll be all
Bernardo.
right. I honestly do think we'll
They
be all
lost
right.
once here this season, and that was their first.
Yeah,
home game of
Simmons
the season
scored
against
Tottenham
Tottenham.
second.
And then they've just gone on a winning run.
It's like
Doku
Ipswich
trying
score
to
still
dribble into the
0-0, I
penalty
think,
area, and the ball eventually put behind
Yeah, I
the
think
corner.
it is. Yeah. No.
Manchester City's second
Ipswich
corner.
1, Coventry 0.
So since
Ipswich
losing
1,
here
Coventry 0.
to Tottenham, they've gone on to win their next
That's
6
a
at
good
home.
scoreline so far for them, isn't it?
Haven't
Yeah, that
drawn
was a late
any here,
goal,
and only
43
one draw
minutes.
this season away at Arsenal.
Harry says City are
Leading
dictating the
2-0
play,
now in
slowed it
added
down a
time
lot.
at the end of the
It doesn't suit our
first
style
half.
of
We
play.
played a minute
Concentration
of
here, Nick.
3, and they have
Can't
to
afford-
If we
concentrate
don't
in this
win next
corner
week,
again.
Christmas is
This
cancelled.
one's from the left-hand side, though, and in it comes, hangs in the air. It's headed by Vardiol, but
Well done.
If we
referee
lose next
saw a
week,
push
you've got
or
to just
something in
check
the
it on the
penalty
team.
area.
What else can you
And the
do?
free kick is to Sunderland.
Yeah. Well, that's it.
We're not going to
You
be
know, we-
ashamed. I mean, Newcastle,
Robin
money
Russ
they've spent, they've
gets
been in
the
the
ball
Premier
back,
League that long.
spins it in his
We're
hands
certainly not going to be disgraced.
Puts it down on the pitch. I think it's
No.
stopped raining. And Pep Guardiola, I don't know what he's
Honestly,
trying to
if
illustrate
Regis
to the
plays
officials.
5 at the back next week, we've
waving his
already
hands
lost it,
everywhere.
Steve. I don't think he will.
Quite demonstrative.
Um,
Pep Guardiola. The ball
DJ
hangs in the
Mass
air. His
says,
first
I think
game in
5
charge
back defender
of
is not
Manchester
good enough
City was
with
against
course.
Sunderland.
Tactics, you lose the game
Here
with
now
5
is
defenders.
Shirky on the right-hand side.
Hasn't worked so far,
And,
has it?
Since that
Early
game,
goal,
he's gone on
second
to win
half,
6
escape a draw.
Premier League titles, 3
Ah.
FA Cups, 4 League Cups, a Champions League, and a FIFA Club World Cup. Not bad, is it? And the ball now with Nico in the middle of the
Yeah,
Sunderland
Sean, I
half after
agree. We do tend to
Shirky
play
on the
better in
right-hand
the
side.
second
We've got
half
a
than we
minute
do in the
less than a minute
first.
left of the minimum 3 being added on at the end of this
I
first
don't think Sunderland
45.
have been absolutely
Diaz
terrible
into the middle to
today.
Foden.
We haven't. We
Out
haven't.
wide to Doku, closed down by Mukeli,
you know,
stabs it away again and
Just
trying
one
to
superb
get the
finish.
ball from the Belgians. Won it back and he skipped into the penalty area on the left, but Xhaka sticks his foot on it,
Well done.
gets it out. It goes to
Anyway,
Diaz.
from previous commentary,
Diaz
Chipper
now
was a
leaves
great
it
shot. but,
for
it was,
O'Reilly
you
on
could
that
even buy
left-hand side.
damaged
He tried to
nappies in a
slip it
black
through to
bag where the
Foden.
tape had been
Back
ripped.
out to Doku on
Remember
the
that?
left, and
as long as they
short
weren't
pass
used.
where he
As long
was
as they
going to go
weren't
to
used,
Foden. He's gone to O'Reilly, and now Foden behind him's Diaz.
It's not a patch pallium
And,
right now,
Diaz.
Harry.
Everybody in the final
It's
third.
just betting shops and
Sunderland
takeaways.
defending. Seconds left of the minimum
That's it.
3. In fact, they didn't even reach the
So there we go.
minimum
There's the
3.
half-time score. Pretty much sort of
Yeah.
And
one of the
Manchester City.
expected sort of stuff.
Well,
Everton
Try
2-0 up.
scfc.com, Philip Turley. You might need to register, but it's free, and you can get the Radio Newcastle commentary on the scfc.com
Yeah.
site.
Or you can listen to it with us on here as well.
Yeah.
Everton 2-0 up.
Yeah, Everton 2-0 up. Barry, 48th minute. Just run through the goes. So Premier League, Everton 2, Nottingham. Sorry, Bournemouth 0, Chelsea 0. Everton 2, Nottingham Forest 0. City 2, Sunderland 0. Scum 1, Burnley 0. Tottenham 2, Brentford 0. Leeds Liverpool kick off at 17:30 into the Championship. What we got then? Blackburn 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0. Bristol City 0, Millwall 0. Ipswich 1, Coventry 0. Preston 0, Wrexham 1. QPR 1, West Brom 0. Sheffield United 3, Stoke 0. Southampton 2, Birmingham City 0. And Swansea City 2, Oxford United 0. And in the National League, Hartlepool are getting Hartlepool 0, Yeovil Town 1. Are the only games that currently involve any of the
Hartlepool losing,
northern
are they?
teams. Hartlepool are getting beat 1-0 off Yeovil at the Victoria Ground.
I've just put in the comments, someone saying thoughts on first half. I've says, oh, a minute to adjust that. I've just put, not surprised. We worked our socks off on Wednesday night. Today is just simply a step too far. I mean, to play two AAA sides in the case of 3 days, I mean, it's a bit much to ask, isn't it?
It is. It is.
The Villa goal was a right old scramble. I bet Villa Park went absolutely nuts, and I need to do this scoreboard thing. Here we go. I keep forgetting to do that in the match time. Let's pause. So it was odd as anything added on that first half, really, was there? Right, I'm just going to get a little snack. I'll be back in 2 ticks.
Yeah, that's Newcastle 2-0 up. Well, this is something, David Graham, this is something Cabby and myself were discussing before the stream went live. Could Villa win the Premier League this season? Arsenal are bottling it at the moment. It's highly, and Villa are, I think, only 2 points, 3 points behind Arsenal at the moment. 3 points behind. Man City are 2 points behind. I don't think it's nailed on that Arsenal will actually win it. It could be Villa. It may be City. Hiya, Malta. Well, yeah, you might not be wrong there, Harry. I think it were an outside shot, a very, very outside shot. Um, but you're right in what you're saying. There's no teams actually running away with it. A few weeks ago, you would have said Arsenal were just about nailed on, but they bottled it again. Villa have come good, considering, we played Villa off the park um, with 10 men, you know. Yeah, we can all dream, Harry, and but it's what you say. It's exactly as you said. There are, you could pick virtually any team from realistically 8th or 9th place, put a run together, and you'll be up there alongside Arsenal, Man City, and Aston Villa. There is a bit of a gap at the moment between Villa and Chelsea at 5 points, but you know it's only 5 points. It's only 2 games, isn't it? So do, do, do.
How was I back?
I was going to say, did Scotland have got 80 in their World Cup group, haven't they? Did Scotland not lose to Haiti, or was it a draw that put Scotland out of the 74 World Cup? Is it 74 in Argentina?
There was something mentioned about Haiti, wasn't there?
Yeah, I'm sure it was a Haiti goal that eliminated Scotland.
Apparently, that supporter passed away, Portsmouth Charlton, which is such a shame.
Ah,
Harry says, I agree with you. Sunderland will not go down this season. Maybe we won't win the title, but beat Newcastle would be a great achievement and would get us back in the bragging rights. David Graham, by the way, the World Cup draw yesterday took a long time. They always do, though, don't they?
yeah.
I mean, they're going to have like half-time entertainment at the World Cup, but they can only surely have it 15 minutes long, can't they?
Yeah, the thing is, it's in America. You've got to have half-time entertainment, Don't know why, but
But it can't be like the Super Bowl where you have like 3 hours entertainment, like a full concert, and then it starts off again because the players will get too cold.
yeah, yeah.
I'm scoffing a banana and I've had some chips as well just to keep me ticking over, and I've got my kebab meat to finish off, which I from last night. I just took 2 paracetamols as well just to sort of Perk me up a little bit.
Say Bournemouth, Chelsea are letting the Premier League down at the moment because all of the scores from the current games are 2-0.
Are they really?
Yeah. Everton 2, Nottingham Forest 0, Man City 2, Sunderland 0, Newcastle 2, Burnley 0.
Oh,
and
Newcastle
Tottenham.
2-0 up, are they? I missed that one.
Yeah, they got a penalty in the 52nd minute of the first half. And Spurs are 2-0 up against Brentford. So, yeah, Newcastle got a penalty sort of like 58th minute or something, or 62nd minute or whatever it was. 45 plus 9 it was, or 45 plus 8.
No doubt the Newcastle fans will be saying, "No, we beat City, you didn't."
Yeah, well, no doubt.
But I'm pleased they're beating Burnley, and that sounds daft saying this, but it's very, very important that the bottom 3 teams do not win when we lose.
Yeah.
It's like we just don't want them any at all closing the gap if possible. That is important. I don't think Leeds will lose tonight, mind. I think Liverpool are there for the taking if Leeds play like they did against Chelsea. But yet again, Chelsea handed Leeds on a plate, didn't they? So does anybody know on the chat when was Isidore's last goal then? Am I right saying it was Brentford at home, or was that too far back? Has he scored away from home since then? It seems to have been a long time. Because Robbie's banged in a couple,
Yeah.
didn't he? I'm American and I hate halftime shows. It was never why I wanted to go to the game. Oh, it was Chelsea.
Chelsea, that was
He scored
Talby.
It was
Talby
Talby and
and-
Isidore, yeah. Isidore scored from a tap in, didn't he? From close range.
Yeah, scored against Chelsea.
If you're in the World Cup final and England are 1-0 up against Argentina or France or something like that, the last thing you want is a halftime entertainment show, don't you? You want to just get the game going and get and done with and full time.
Yeah.
Last thing you want is some Rolf Harris tribute act come on at half time, isn't he? Playing with your didgeridoo.
Oh, didgeridoo.
I know. Didgeridoo. NRRA. I love the drag race in me. I always have done.
They've actually only conceded 6 goals. So
I mean, the last time I went to a drag race and I got it wrong, it was actually blokes in women's clothes doing the 100-metre sprint.
That's nearly as bad as my joke the other night, Cabby.
Oh dear.
Got to try it, especially retention of the ball is.
So what you think is it
important?
damage limitations second half?
And also
You think
to manage the game as well.
It's hard to say.
What we don't want to be doing is getting frustrated. And
we tend to
talk
be
about
a
the
second half
third
team.
goal, the next goal, how important that is.
You know, we tend to produce
if
our
it
best
goes
stuff
Manchester
after
City way,
half time.
Then we've got to look. Okay, that
And if we can get
lose the game, then you're going to be
a
talking
goal
about,
early
do
on,
you take off Xhaka? Do you take off Siddiqui? Do you look forward to next week?
I wouldn't put it past them
we said
to
this is a free hit,
equalise or
Nick.
even
it
take
is,
the lead.
and this is exactly the same as the
The-
Bournemouth
the-
game, isn't it? 2-0
you know, we
down.
can't
The
give
next
Man
goal's
City the
the
space
significant
they've
goal, if
got.
you like, in so
They've
many
got too
ways.
many class
Can
players.
Sunderland get a goal back into the game? They've not made any changes at half-time, and nor have Manchester City.
I just think we're living
So
in
Sunderland
cloud
is Ruffs
cooking
in
around.
goal.
We're gonna get
They're
nothing
three
again.
at
I just
the
think
back.
it's a game
It's,
too far. We've played a
heads
amazing on Wednesday against a really good Liverpool side, whether you like it or not. And to do it again, just a few days later against Man City, I'm sorry, but I think that's
Kelly's playing as right wing
I
back. Traore on the right.
Steve did have Steve made a comment earlier on with reference to that. It'd be interesting to see how Leeds do against Liverpool
anywhere near getting yellow cards
tonight.
This game. But they've just started the second half, of course.
What was that, Rob? Sorry?
Has whipped an amazing
Steve
SAFC
made a comment earlier on while you were away about step too far. It'd be interesting to see how Leeds Liverpool do tonight.
Sunderland fans, they're all housed on the two
levels.
Because Leeds will have put a hell of a lot into that game against Chelsea.
Orange and yellow
are they going
as we look from the back
have the
lower part of the main stand, Sunderland now defending.
Will that win give them the impetus to go on and play as well against Liverpool, or are they going to be knackered as well?
Two advantages Leeds are at home. And how bad Liverpool are at the minute. That's the only two things I would say going with Leeds.
White slash from the left shoulder down to the right hip. Across the chest.
They've got the quality, Liverpool, to hurt every team. It's just for some reason they're not playing for their manager, are they?
No, they're not.
Scored the second after Diaz.
Anybody who leaves Mo Salah on the bench, well, there's something wrong there.
31st minute. Another ball played out wide here, looking for Doku, who spectacularly, quite athletically keeps the ball in.
It's kicked off again,
just inside him in. Now Jeremy Doku again on the
Harry
left side
says,
of the Sunderland penalty area.
Yes, damage limitation, Man City no mugs.
Dug out by Siddiqui to Traore. Now trying to get Siddiqui away. He's got Isidore through the middle, and Lefay's making a run on the left, but it's sort of slowed down a little bit. The ball comes back to Traore,
we don't lose 4 or 5 or 6,
on the halfway line.
Confidence is going to be in the time when the derby next season. Steve says, all great, no subs.
Swings a ball
I think it's still the same formation, Edge.
Flag is up.
Sean MC says, I think a loss today may be a good thing. Bring the lads back down to earth for
good ball up by Ballard.
So Manchester
David
City's
also
on the
says,
rumoring goal.
Sunderland to get a home tie in the FA Cup third round draw on Monday.
Sheki, Nico, Bernardo.
It's a shame the FA Cup's lost
Haaland, Doku. Substitutes for Sunderland this afternoon: Patterson, O'Nien, Neal, Rigg, Mienda.
Years and years ago, some teams were putting the FA Cup before the actual All Division 1.
Trowder plays it wide to
I think the thing to win, wasn't it?
Yeah, for me, I mean, it was the world's Premier knockout trophy.
Still Manchester City
other than the World Cup, of course.
But, Nico O'Reilly,
for me, the FA giving Manchester United permission not to take part because they were doing the Club World Cup totally devalued their competition.
You know what they should have done there, Rob? They should have said, yeah, you can do that, but you're never allowed to enter it again.
That's exactly what I would have done.
Yeah, feel free, Man United, you can do that.
Bernardo,
some Mickey Mouse competition that allows them to say, oh, we were World Club champions. Well, they didn't win it, but
plays it out to Xhaka.
Made Chelsea look a bit of a bunch of dicks when they had banners all over Stamford Bridge saying World Club champions, and they got beat off us.
But it's back in Manchester City's possession. O'Reilly leaves it for Doku. Doku trying to come past 3.
And then they'll complain about having too many games in a season.
Back then to Bernardo.
Whose fault is that?
He leaves it in the centre circle for Diaz.
By the way, good luck to Gateshead when they play Walsall in the FA Cup second round tomorrow, live on TNT Sports. They're having a wretched run of form, Gateshead at the minute.
Back to Bernardo.
Sean says, get Blobby on now, give him some more game time. I would.
One change that
I don't think Isadore's touched the ball really, has he?
One at Fulham 5-4, and it's Reinders who went to the bench.
He had a shot,
even though he scored in that game at Craven Cottage. Down the left, Doku. Doku now running at Mukele down the left of the penalty area, slipping it back to O'Reilly. Drags his shot wide.
Doing Bugs reckons leaving Xhaka and Siddiqui on as a mistake. What do you reckon, Rob?
And if you're wondering
there's always a chance they're going to pick up a yellow card, and that's going to get them out of the next game, which is ideally we need them in the team for that game. So
it's interesting where Reggie Labrise is as well. He's not in the box.
I don't think Siddiqui possibly, yeah, but I don't think Xhaka will.
Can't see where he is now. I mean, neither coach is out on the touchline at the moment.
I mean,
Here's
who've we got
Trowder
on the bench?
trying to get out down the right.
Isidore's not been in the game
We've
at
got
all.
Neil, we've
Change
got
forward, they
O'Neill.
bring me in
Manchester
and
City.
Adringra on.
Can't work out whether... Well, 3 players have put bibs on and they're going to warm up. In fact, they are. It's just the substitutes going for a warm-up. Down in front of us here, the ball back with Roofs. And drives the ball deep into the Manchester City half, but straight back to Donnarumma.
Do you think it's worth keeping Isidore? Let's say we
79
stay up and do
times
really well
capped
this season,
Italian
yeah? We get a
goalkeeper,
striker or someone in
signed
and it
from
blows Isidore out the
PSG,
water.
the
Do you
former
think there's a
AC
good chance
Milan
Isidore will be away?
goalkeeper in the summer when James
I think
Trafford
there's a
thought he
fair
was gonna be
chance
number
that'll
one.
happen.
See,
James Trafford's on
Sunderland
the
going to
bench.
make substitutions. I thought they would make
Yeah, Talby
substitutions.
and Broby's the usual two, isn't it?
You've got to step up.
Talby's certainly standing up. I think Broby is as well. Here is Doku running at Trowder in the penalty area. He tries to curl one, it comes off the foot of the post and put back in by Foden.
That was a bit
blocked
close.
by Ballard. Foden still has it. Another block. And this goes for a corner. Well, that was off the post, that first attempt.
Yeah, from Doku.
Doku's
Excellent.
attempt.
Nearly 3-0.
And then the block from Foden.
I don't think Donnarumma's had a save to make yet, has he?
And
he has.
corner which Foden will take.
I don't think he has.
Down at the right
Get
hand
Isidore
side.
out on
Critical
loan,
Sunderland
season
don't
long
concede
loan.
a third if they're going to get
Yep.
back in this game.
We've had 2 shots,
bring
none
them
of which were on target.
Bring anybody on. Lafay's not performing either, says Harry. About red cards,
So,
Wilson new
2-0,
boys put the game down as a
Manchester
loss and
City
use it as
still
an
lead.
advantage.
Corner from the
Concentration.
right hand side, curled in.
Good
And,
header.
People
Guardiola
seriously
was
talking
looking for it,
about
but
getting.
this
I
time
think,
Xhaka got
rid
ahead of him
Isidore.
to clear. Now Traore is battling with Foden on the far side. It comes back to Nunez.
That's
Leaves
what
it
some of the fans are saying
on
on
the
social
right
media.
for Nico Gonzalez.
He's
the
definitely
Spaniard,
he's an asset
signed
definitely
from
keep
Porto in
hold
the
of
summer.
this season.
Into the edge of the penalty area.
Oh,
Foden
well
just
done.
outside the box, tackled by Hume, leaves it for Isidore. Isidore now to Lafay. Out to the left-hand side, Siddiqui back inside to
But if we
Lafay.
wanted to press
And into
for
Xhaka
a
in the
higher
centre
position,
circle.
maybe he's top 7 or something next season.
Finds the
I
run
don't
of
think-
Hertrauder. Mukele's
Yeah.
out to the right of him. Hertrauder's still going. Mukele now wide on the right,
Isidore's
cutting
prolific
inside. Mukele trying to slip it into Traore, but cut out by Erling Haaland. To Foden. Back then to Nico, who's tackled, robbed by Lafay.
Now
but
Donnarumma's
Foden
made a
wins
Oh,
the
save.
sorry, mate.
and
Look,
now
you
a
cocked
block
up.
and a chance for Isidore. And a great save by Donnarumma.
Very bad.
The defender, I think Diaz made the mistake. Wilson Isidore was straight on it and smashed it, but straight
Sorry,
at Donnarumma.
That's the opportunity.
That was an opportunity.
Yeah.
Miles away here.
Could you have slotted past him? Past him.
55, 57 minutes gone.
I think he's gone for a little bit of power. Good closing down by Wilson Isidore.
Yeah.
Good save by the
55.
goalie.
Great save by.
Yeah, he's made
Keys to
himself
the heads
big.
up there. I'm miles away.
But that's the opportunity, wasn't it? That's the difference.
And you can't fault Wilson Isidore in this instance. He instinctively reacted
Broby
quickly
and Talby coming on.
to Broby, about to come on, Talby about to come on. Long throw from
Donnarumma just
Mukele
stretched
here.
his leg out
On the
there.
left-hand side, hangs in the air, and Haaland gets above
Oh,
I just said
Ballard and heads it
Donnarumma's
out for
not
the
made a
corner.
save.
Sunderland's
and he's
second
maybe
corner.
he's not cutting it, and he's nearly scored there.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
we'll slag him off.
It was a poor finish from
Can
Isidore,
Sunderland-
really. I'm just looking at it now.
Pull one
Yeah.
back here.
If we slag him off, things will happen.
Both arms raised by Lafay.
He
in front
sort
the
of hit it
Sunderland
straight
fans.
at Donnarumma. I thought he
And,
stuck a lead out, but
Broby
he
and
didn't.
Talby about to come on.
That could have been a goal,
Lots
that,
of
if he
bodies
just
in the
placed that
penalty
to his,
area.
the
Lafay
keeper's right.
swings this one in. Ballard trying to get on
Finish
it.
it. Just hit the
Xhaka
post.
comes down to his left.
Oh, he's
off
hit the
the
post.
post. And then it's cleared again in the air. Xhaka struck it well, kept it low, but it comes off the right-hand post.
Unlucky.
And Sunderland trying again to get the ball in here.
Good
Xhaka
spell
on
of
the
play
right-hand
from Sunderland,
side.
this, man.
But
Yes.
Don't
it's
foul.
won back by Manchester City.
Played the advantage, Annie.
And they are looking to break here on the halfway line with Foden. Hume can't get hold of Foden, who's away on the left. He just turns in front of Hume. Foden flicks it inside to Shirky.
Tell you what,
Back
Sunderland
behind
did get
him
a
to
goal
Nico.
back. It's
Shirky
how
again.
could happen.
Well,
And
it could.
now
It could.
Shirky back to
Lovely
Guardiola.
hit by Xhaka there, like.
Left to
But it just
Bernardo.
You know what to say
post
about-
square on, properly
Get
square
round
on.
him,
It
help
came
him
out
out.
quicker than it
Help
went in.
Mukele out. That's
And you know what to say about
Bernardo
the
wide
worst
left.
score is
Nico
2-0.
back to
Right.
Bernardo. Behind him's O'Reilly. O'Reilly leaves it for Doku, but in goes
This
Mukele,
goes off.
snaps in front of O'Reilly, the
Good spell of play
substitution
there
being
from
made now.
Sunderland.
Easy
He's
goal.
putting pressure on the defence. Really paid off.
Broby. This happening in the 56th minute, and Traore for Talby. Just freshens things up, it's a little bit different.
Yeah, press the thumbs up button, 75 likes, thank you. Can we get to 100?
And so Talby on the right-hand side. Oh, no, he's gone left, sorry.
Yeah.
And Lefay's come over to the right
I don't
here.
think it's been an absolute awful display by
Mukele's
Sunderland, right?
battling with Doku,
No,
who's got
no,
the ball behind
it
him.
just-
Nico is cut out by Mukele, finds Siddiqui.
You know, we know
to
Man
Lefay,
City
back
can
to
score.
Siddiqui, Broby's making a run, so too is Talby. Oh, it comes behind
Man
Broby,
City can
couldn't get on the end of
score
it, but
half
Lefay
goals.
does. Finds Broby down the right at the penalty area,
the
trying
fact
to
that
cross
we've
here. There's
restricted
nobody
them
there, it's gone behind Talby.
to a
It's
couple
come
of goals
out right
so
back to the
far.
halfway line to Mukele, and then it comes down off Siddiqui. Doku almost won it back.
He's not
Jack
bad.
has got it, plays it out wide here to Lefay. Lefay crashes
But we've
it
started
off
the
the
second
back
half
of
better
O'Reilly
than
for a
we
throw to
were
Sunderland.
in the first half, so
A lot better by Sunderland.
When
going
did Mr.
forward,
Bobby
innit?
come on?
Yeah, they just seem
He's
to have
just
found
come
a
on for
way
us
to
at
get the ball forwards and not give the ball away all the
Leave that for the
time.
commentary.
yeah.
And
Bobby's Talby's on for
Nico Ryan,
Traore
for a warm-up.
and Bobby's on for
Mukele's
Isidore.
going to take a long throw.
Early subs, 56 minutes.
If Mr. Blobby gets a hat trick
So we've
today,
had
I'm gonna
shots off the
wear
post
a
at both ends in the
Mr.
last
Blobby
10 minutes.
costume
The
for the
ball
live
hangs in
Watchalong
the air
next
in the
Sunday.
penalty area, and it'll come out here. Shirky trying to get Doku away on
Ipswich
this
are 2-0
left-hand
up
side.
against Coventry
Lefay
now.
stabs the
Top
foot
of
of
his
it, it
winning
goes out,
run coming
rolls past
to an end.
Cheers for the update there for the Ipswich
now with his
score.
arms folded for a
And
Manchester
says
City
Mr.
throw.
Blobby. Let's get the next
50.
goal.
Well, we played 57 minutes. Manchester City still lead 2-0.
Blobby's just a complete different type of striker
back.
to Isidore.
Diaz.
He's your
Back
archetypal
again
centre forward,
to
isn't he?
Donnarumma.
There's goals in this game, June Bugs. Isidore should have scored.
Up
Like
to
you
the
see, he
halfway
did
line.
the pressing, he was through,
Ballard's headed straight
but
down
he just
the post.
hit the ball straight to
Behind him is
Donnarumma. He
Shirky.
could have just dinked
And,
it to the
Shirky
right.
now
Yeah.
leaves
was there for
for
the taking.
Bernardo. Back to
Run through scores
Ryan
in
Shirky.
Championship for you.
Wide again.
Blackburn 1,
On the
Sheffield
right wing.
Wednesday
Comes
0,
back
Bristol City
to
0, Millwall 1,
Nunez,
Ipswich 2, Coventry 0,
Diaz and Vardiol.
Preston 0, Wrexham 1,
Forwards to
QPR
Foden,
1,
back
West
to
Brom 0,
Vardiol.
Sheffield
Nico
United
just
3,
inside the Sunderland
Stoke
half.
City 0,
All the
Southampton
substitutes
3,
lined up on the
Birmingham
touchline
1, and
watching the
Swansea
game
2,
as they
Oxford
warm up.
0.
Mundell's now down with the Sunderland substitute.
All
Scorers.
UK says,
Manchester City come forwards to the right
Stu, the
side of the
negativity
Sunderland
on
penalty
here is
area against
disgusting.
Shirky. Down the right.
City
Drifts
game
round
was
to
always a
Alderete.
free hit. Big
Tries to get
Davey
it back
would
here
be
for
fuming.
Haaland, who tries to siphon it
Great
home.
block.
And it's headed on the line by Hertrauder.
Hertrauder,
He would be
excellent
fuming
defending.
with us.
Because that Haaland, I think,
Probably
he felt
shouting at
was
us
probably
now.
going to go in. It would have done but for the header off the line by Hertrauder. And at the other
But
end now,
I have
Lefay
said Sunderland
is
have
trying to
played
get
well.
forwards
They've had a
for
good Sunderland having a good
Slipping
spell
it
of
through to
pressure
Xhaka
here.
in the penalty area and is blocked by Nunez.
But
and
this is the
headed
difference.
away
You've got to be so clinical against these
by
top teams.
Manchester City.
Isidore, that's
And,
got to be a goal.
It goes behind for another corner.
It
It's
sounds
quite
harsh,
stretched now,
but
the
you've
game,
got
innit?
to
It
put
is.
them away,
Sunderland could get.
Trudeau was excellent there. Block on the line.
Yeah.
and that's the difference. Yeah, come on,
Haaland.
lads. It's Man City. These
Great
lads are
Yeah.
by Chelsea.
See it
To-
happen.
totally- Totally agree
Sunderland
with you, Big Club.
The
It-
game.
This team
Lefay at the left-hand side.
are astounding.
Foot of the
Simple as that.
got great
stand. He's
And
very,
they are
very
playing
lively. He's now-
Man City.
He
But,
came in for Reinders,
you know,
for the game this
Technically,
afternoon.
you could say it's a
Both
free
arms in
hit
the
for
air
us. If we get
Lefay,
beat, we get
comes
beat.
down the
If we
corner,
win, we
hangs
win.
in the
If
air
we
for a
draw,
moment,
we
up gets
draw.
Ballard, but he's
It, you know,
beaten
we're
to it by
expected.
O'Reilly,
We're not
who's headed it out
expected
here on
to
the
win
left-hand side.
at
Now
places
away
like
comes
Man
Shirky,
City.
being chased
But,
by Xhaka.
you know,
He
the team are
sweeps the ball up
trying,
towards
and that's
Haaland, who's
all
trying to head it to
Sunderland fans
O'Reilly.
ask.
Came
Yes,
down
we'll
little
have a bit of a
awkwardly
whinge
off
about
O'Reilly down the
players
left of the
not
penalty area.
playing
He's been
particularly
forced out
well or
wide
being
by
anonymous.
Siddiqui, back to Shirky.
It's, you know,
And
part
back
and
again
parcel
to
of being a
Nico,
Sunderland
taps
fan,
it
I
to
think.
Doku on this left-hand side.
It is.
And Nico, as the rain starts
Box
to
it
fall
fixed,
again
says
here
Harry.
at the Etihad Stadium, lays it
Another
back
fan
off to
being treated in the West Brom game.
O'Reilly,
That's
back to
brilliant stuff.
Doku, and the 23-year-old Belgian plays it back to Vardiol, the experienced Croatian international, who scored Manchester City's second in the 35th minute.
Everybody still says, you know, ever
Scored
since
his
these
first
COVID jabs came
Premier
out,
League goal of the season
these
last
fans are
week
dropping all over
against
the place,
Leeds.
or
Yeah.
has it always been
Comes
the case?
Shirky
It just
again.
wasn't noticed and
Foden's
picked up
made a run
on
into the
years
box,
ago.
And they
to
didn't-
the
and they
right-hand
didn't
side
stop
of
the game,
penalty
so.
area, and there is Bernardo trying to find a way in, but it's come out to Shirky again. shot or cross.
And then it would take time, you know. It's the players that spot it.
Back from Lefay, and
it's the
he
players
just
that
taps
spot it if there's an medical emergency, and they actually they notify the referee.
Diaz is there.
Yeah, and I think these days it is a case that they try to get the
and then Foden. In the 61st minute,
try to get the medical teams from the clubs onto the field, into the crowd to help out if they can.
At half time.
Whereas I think previously when I was a lad, it was always the St John's ambulance guys who did that work.
Nunes.
I mean, put it this way, if you had a medical emergency, it's one of the best places to be in the football ground, isn't it? Because you've got doctors all over.
Yeah.
First aids.
I would take Xhaka and Siddiqui off in about 70 minutes.
Would you?
Yeah.
Just to protect them from...
Yeah.
It's walking
Definitely.
pace. We should be hassling them at every pass.
Can't find a way back in, make sure they don't pick up a yellow card.
Correct.
Trevor says it's not COVID, it's a state of general health.
Yeah.
It is Bernardo.
Bayern Munich
Back
4-0 up
comes
against
on
Stuttgart,
halfway
says Dave.
to
Graham, another fan, but yeah,
Nunes.
Haaland should have scored there.
And then
It was a
played
good
back from
clearance from
halfway
this
to Donnarumma. At the edge of the Manchester City.
Sunderland should have
penalty
scored though,
area.
Harry, Sunderland should have scored.
As
He's a dog.
City look to come forwards again. Nico.
You can tell Xhaka is holding back. He cannot get close.
No, he doesn't want to
He
risk
doesn't
it.
want
If
to
we get one back,
risk
they
it.
will. But of course,
Yeah.
we'll just have to see.
It's now with Nico.
It's a better
wide
performance
on
the second half from
right
Sunderland.
wing. Shirky comes forward again
It
for
is.
Manchester City. Hume and Siddiqui in front of him. Comes back on halfway. Nico back again behind him to
With City are that good, they can also drop back
Bernardo,
and still be
and,
comfortable.
back again into the Manchester City half. Vardiol out to
Gary
Doku
Bennett's
on the
just
left
saying
wing,
there, you can
halfway
tell
inside
Xhaka's
the
like backing off.
Sunderland half.
Yeah,
Mukele's
it's
gone back with him. It's
probably
behind Foden.
probably not
It's dropped for
putting in,
Nico's urged to shoot and blocked by
you know,
Alderete
full
on the 18-yard
100%.
line. And then across on the far side, Lefay and Bernardo.
Being well aware that
Bernardo
he'll miss
fouls Lefay.
the derby
It's a
if he
free
gets a yellow in
Sunderland.
this one.
63rd minute, 2-0 down
If
Sunderland.
Fulham could pull 4 back, then we can do something. If only it works that
Yeah.
way.
Roofs is going to take the free kick. No activity on the Sunderland bench at the moment. Alderetti's come across as well. Haaland's there.
We're not being disgraced,
He knows that
Harry.
Ballard's behind him. Kick from Roofs down the left wing. Nodded inside to Taubi. Back out to Hume. Inside again to Siddiqui. Siddiqui trying to find a way through. Goes down. No foul. He's
Now
lost
he's
his
got-
balance. And the ball swept up to Doku. Trouder heads it away from him straight to Haaland.
Yeah, the Blackburn
Haaland now
game's been
blocked by
suspended.
Ballard, who tackles him, gets the
Blackburn,
ball
West
to
Brom.
Mukele. And Mukele slips it inside to Trouder. Now looks for Lefay, who's caught from behind by O'Reilly.
It's not been abandoned
And
and
it's
just
a free kick
No,
just inside the Sunderland
there's a
half.
delay in the match at
For
Eagles
Sunderland.
Park due to adverse weather conditions,
Lefay on his knees. at the
specifically
moment.
heavy rainfall affecting the pitch.
So
Helped up
who
by
Blackburn
Xhaka.
playing?
He's come across to see how he is.
Blackburn are playing Sheffield
Xhaka.
Oh, right, so
Wednesday.
it's
They're
free
1-0
kick,
up.
not West Brom.
Lefay
Okay.
limps into the Manchester
No, West
City
West
half.
Brom game is, I think, being suspended as well.
So
Well, that's because of
Xhaka then with this free kick taps it to Trouder. Back to Xhaka on the halfway line, then forwards to Lefay. Inside to Trouder again. Mukele on the right wing.
No,
Not
that must
get it
have
through to
that game
Trouder,
must have
but it's given back to
restarted
Mukele, who lost it
because
straight away.
QPR have
Comes
just
back
gone
to
2-0
Siddiqui now
up.
on the halfway line in the centre
Seeing the
circle
rain and
to
the radar
Xhaka.
now, and the
Xhaka
Midlands, it's really
slips it
right
through to
doesn't
Trouder.
close in and
Lifts the ball up towards Ballard at the edge of the area, looking for Broby. Headed it behind the striker though, and Manchester City get the ball away from the edge of their penalty area. Back into the Sunderland half. Hume to Siddiqui to Xhaka. Xhaka now with his left, swings it across to the left wing, taken down well on that far side by Taubi. He's got Alderete up. He drives the ball up to the edge of the area looking for Broby, but it's come back out now for Haaland in the centre circle. Doku's on his left. He's gone through Bernardo and then out wide on the right, Shirky. Shirky trying to sprint
3-0.
past Hume, and he checks, puts the ball on his left foot, and it's off the bar and in from Foden. Phil Foden heads it off the bar, off the
That's it.
underside
I
of
would
the bar,
definitely get
behind
3-0
Roofs,
now,
and it's a 3-0 lead that Manchester City now
Again,
have.
Shirky again. He's got great feet, and Rabona
It's
there,
game
he's
over,
done. And there was Foden to head it in.
Definitely get Jacko off. Like, you've got to get him off now, haven't
So
you?
Phil Foden, his 6th Premier League goal of the season.
You couldn't do it
Well,
against
there's
the
no
Mags,
doubt
though,
where the
Foden, could
points
you?
are
You
going
useless
now.
sod.
You'll see him with his Rabona here, Cherky.
So the header was a strong one, crashed off the underside of the crossbar.
Good night game,
And
Alan.
there's going to be a substitution.
Yeah.
Pep Guardiola's calling players back, and
So it's going to be 3-3 now.
now I think, as you say, the game is pretty much. It's going to be a Manchester City win.
Yeah,
You protect if you can. Xhaka and Siddiqui,
exactly.
and there was a lovely
Game's
ball
on.
in, wasn't it, from
Yeah.
Cherky?
Do you think they should bring Xhaka off
So-
on that?
Yeah, I think that they need
Waiting
to
to restart
seriously
here,
need
the
to
game.
consider
Junior just getting a
bringing Xhaka
VAR
and
check.
Siddiqui off, just to make sure they don't pick up yellow cards.
So
All it
Manchester
takes
City
is
lead
one mistake,
3-0.
slightly late
goal
challenge,
coming
that's
in
a
the
yellow card. You
66th
miss the
minute.
next game. So I would get them off. Give somebody else
Ball
a.
back here with
We're not going to win this game,
Roofs.
so
Now
give
with
somebody
Xhaka
else a bit of a
swinging
chance.
the ball over to the
Did you see that goal, man?
far
Did you see
side.
that cross, the
Hume
Rabona
has
cross?
his
Did you
head
see
down,
that?
making a run up towards Broby, who leaves it for
Roll it,
Hertzrauder,
no.
rolls it to Mukiele,
It's
but it's
a
whipped off
poor-
his feet by O'Reilly.
Good
Be a
play.
triple change for
Yeah, by
Nice
Man
header
City.
from
City.
Foden, like top
in a
corner.
moment. Lining up down below us to come on.
Yeah,
Reinders
Aka.
is one of them.
Aki in it.
Nathan Aki.
Nathan Aki.
3-4.
Bearing in mind
Reinders.
that on Wednesday night,
That's a
Manchester
good point.
City are at
Newcastle
Real
have got a
Madrid,
Yeah,
game
Real
midweek,
Madrid.
haven't they?
Champions League.
Champions League, isn't it?
Marmouche, the Egyptian striker, is going to come on. So I think this is
Yeah, and
Guardiola
Sunderland need
with
to
an eye
make
on
Sunderland
the
need to
Champions
make
League now.
substitutions as well.
Here's
Neil
Trowder
says
with
these are far better than
Doku. The
anyone
ball
we've
comes back
played
to
this
Mukiele,
season.
goes
Take
out for a
Xhaka and
Sunderland
Siddiqui
throw,
off and
halfway
move on.
inside the Manchester City
Yeah.
half
Always
into
do
the
the
middle
next
to
game
Xhaka.
after a defeat, man. We lost this on
Xhaka.
purpose. We're all on next week.
Across to Talby on the far side,
When City play well, they're the best in the league
Talby
by a country mile, says
taking
Jamie.
on Nunez. Gets his cross in, but it's headed out
Yeah.
as far as
No.
Siddiqui.
I wouldn't disagree
Left
with
body
that.
swings into the Sunderland fans behind Donnarumma, and
I think
Pep Guardiola just chatting to Nathan Aki. So the player coming off is Haaland for Marmouche. So at least Haaland didn't score against.
That's a little worrying, isn't it?
Sunderland. He
You're
nearly
taking
did,
off
but
one of
Trowder
the
cleared
world's
his
best
effort off the line.
strikers.
With Haaland.
Yeah,
So a rare game this season in
Well,
which
we've kept Haaland quiet.
Haaland hasn't scored.
yeah, he didn't score.
Guardiola's coming off
If you want any
Aki.
consolation with that.
And this is clearly a bid to rest these players before the
And they're
Champions League
taking
game at
Foden
Real
off as
Madrid.
well.
And the other coming off is Phil Foden.
So there's no
That's-
need to be. You can't say anything negative
Yeah,
about
Foden's the other.
the team. The team to get what
Player
they've given us in the
replaced.
last few weeks. You just can't.
Reinders,
No.
Aki and Marmouche for Foden, Vardiol and Haaland.
I don't even think there'd be any Sunderland supporters.
We're in the
I was disappointed
70th
when you
minute,
lose, but you're not going to be
And
good
Manchester
mentioning
City
it,
lead
right?
3-0.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
No sign of Sunderland making any changes yet.
well, I
Tell you what, there'll be
they're
absolute
gonna
hell
make
on
changes
to
now.
Regis Lebris if Xhaka does get a yellow
Here we
card.
are. They're about to make
Yeah,
the change. Mundy
Yes.
and Adingra
Yeah,
are going to come on.
It's got to. The Sunderland fans are screaming out for it.
Sunderland.
We've just been
And
outplayed
your
by a
guess
better
is it will be
team.
for Siddiqui and
well, I would.
Do you know what? We've had our
Xhaka.
chances, Steve Austin. We've had our chances
here's
to put a
Siddiqui
couple of
have.
goals
laying it
away.
off to Hume. Manchester City 3, Sunderland 0. The ball comes back to
Is there any more updates on any of the
Ballard, yeah.
scores? Is it
Done
all the
better in the
same?
second
No,
Yeah,
all the
much
other
better, but
scores
still
in the
haven't
Premier
scored.
League
There's
are
a
2-0
hit the
Bar,
post.
Bournemouth, Chelsea, which is still
Got around the
0-0
area a
on
bit more.
ourselves. In the
Manchester City's quality
Championship,
showed. Now they've taken off Foden and Haaland. And
no real changes.
Guardiola, what do you
Blackburn
think?
game's
Do you think
been
they've got a
suspended
chance?
because it's raining.
come back.
It's take off another
Bristol
4 players,
City
haven't they?
0, Millwall 1, Ipswich
Even
2,
things up.
Coventry 0,
There's Rough under pressure
Preston
now.
0,
Gotta
Wrexham
concentrate now. As I
1,
said, we're 3-0 down.
QPR 2,
We
West
don't wanna
Brom
concede
0,
any more
goals.
Sheffield United 3, Stoke
seems to
0,
take up position
Southampton
up front,
3,
actually,
Birmingham
the
City
Dutchman is
1,
jogging back now
and
into
Swansea 2, Oxford
midfield.
United
Marmoush
0.
is the
Cheers for that.
recognised
Cheers for that indeed.
striker,
Rob,
the
Rob.
Egyptian international.
I don't know why he's risking the card thing.
Donnarumma
It seems
out,
daft. Man City,
Silly.
a world-class team, says
Aki.
Revo. We are newly promoted side are doing brilliantly.
McKaylee,
Yep.
looking for
Outplayed by a
Broby,
better
came off
team.
him
First time
awkwardly.
we've given
It'll
3
run
up.
back to Donnarumma.
Foden is the
And,
heartbeat of the
the
Six, is Harry Trenholm.
Italian
Maybe we can get a goal
passes
back
it
now.
out through Nunez.
We
Wide
should,
on the
we
right-hand
should be on the
side
score sheet.
to
But this is why I keep repeating myself like a broken record.
to Bernardo,
That's why you
sorry.
need that
And then
experienced, dangerous
back it comes
striker,
to Donnarumma
because they put
again.
chances away like that
Out
away.
from the Italian wide to the right of the penalty area. Nunez
You
is
cannot
ball
miss
up
glorious
towards
one-on-one
the
chances.
halfway line, and
That's
Omar
2 he's
Marmoush
missed in
wide
2
on the
games.
right. It's come back
Isidore.
into Hume's path, and Xhaka
Yeah.
plays it to Siddiqui in the centre circle. Back to
Donnarumma did well to close off his line for the
and
chance.
Now wide on the right, Mukeli.
Hit the post true, but Man City, yeah, of course they're a world-class team,
Changes
absolutely.
are going to be made now, and indeed Siddiqui
Yep.
is coming off for
What?
Adingra,
They are taking Xhaka off now.
and Xhaka is coming off for Mundle. So they're safe.
Sensible.
They'll
It is
play
very
in the
sensible.
derby.
It is exceedingly sensible.
3-3, keep on, let's get carried away,
They've
man,
seen
says
that one
Steve.
through.
Isidore needs to have more composure in
You
front
know,
of the ball.
people look
That's
at
the thing.
the result, 3-0 against Man
It's like a bit of a
Listen,
rabbit in the headlights. He
Man
just
City are
snaps
in a
at things
good vein
too
of
quick.
form at
It's
the
like you
present
just...
moment. They've
Yeah.
got some quality players, and
No, if he just dinked
and
it
we've
to the
seen
right,
it.
that would have been a
Xhaka's
goal.
just
But he
shaking
just sort of like,
Andy
he
Matthews, the
flaps a
referee's
bit,
hand.
panics.
Hand slap
Yes,
from
we
the
can all
referee for
breathe now.
Granit Xhaka. On comes Remain
Xhaka
Mundle,
can still get a yellow card from the touchline, you know, for protesting.
facing a
They'll
Manchester
send him
City
to the.
team will lead
They'll send him
3-0,
off to the changing rooms
but
to
they've
make sure he
taken off
doesn't get
Foden,
booed.
Vardiol and
I'd put him on the next
Haaland.
Redby travel bus back to Sunderland.
Mukeli has a throw now on the right, halfway inside the
Do you
Manchester
not have to
City
boot?
half.
Do you not have to boot them?
Drops for
Gabby?
Adingra,
Oh, he
tries to
possibly
find Broby, comes back out to the touch
See,
line.
One
Derriman.
of them pound buses, you know, you pay a
Stabbed
pound
out
a
by
gang.
Talby. Talby's now on the
God,
right,
yeah.
Mundle's on the left. Lefay's
Yeah,
gone
we
into the middle,
down in Devon. We've got the
and
megabus.
Gone for
they've
it.
gone four at the back.
Yeah,
Hume
you'd be
left
getting the
back,
megabus back, that's
Alderete,
what we're
Ballard,
doing.
and
You'd be getting
Yeah.
put on the
Mukeli at
megabus.
right back, and Trout
Trouble is,
playing
comes
now
off
as
the
a
motorway and
defensive
goes
midfielder.
into
Doku
the
moves it
nearest
for
town to where we live.
Shirky,
And then has to
through
do
now.
a
Reinders, out
360
comes
rounder
Robson
or
from
a
Marmoush
180
to
round, a
clear
mini
this
roundabout,
deep up into the
which is
Manchester
quite
City
interesting
half to
to
the edge of the
watch.
penalty area. Nathan
Aye.
Aki nods it across to the touchline and hooks it up.
Just had a zoomed in
straight
on
to
the Sunderland
Hertrauda.
fans in there. They're
Out to
in good
Talby on
spirits.
the
They're
right-hand
singing, they're
side.
smiling.
Talby loses it here to Doku. Doku
They're not too
still in
disheartened.
his own half, just
Who's
out across to the
on
far side.
the lineup?
Shirky pushes it on down the right of the penalty area. He's got
Adingra
swing it in
is
towards
on for
Marmoush and
Siddiqui
Reinders.
and Mundle is on
Slips
for
wide on the
Xhaka.
left-hand side of the post. But for a moment there, it was an agonising few seconds. We thought they were going to score a foul. But it's still Manchester City 3, Sunderland 0. In the 74th minute here at the Etihad Stadium.
And again, the Talby's got to look after the ball a lot better. He's lost it there again, allowing Manchester City to break.
Ball back with Robin Ruths.
Yeah, wrap them in
Total
bubble wrap,
sport back on
wrap the
Monday
bubble wrap in
at 6
cotton wool,
o'clock.
and then put some
The
more
build-up
bubble wrap round the cotton wool.
Begins in
I would
earnest
say.
on Monday to the derby next Sunday. And 6 till 8 every evening on BBC Radio Newcastle. And on
Well,
Friday
everything's just
night
gonna be
ahead of the derby
focusing
we'll have
now
Lee
on Sunderland.
Catamol and
Yeah.
Penno and
Look, they are a good
And,
side, Newcastle, Rob. You can't.
Rob
You're
Elliott's
not going to
one
have
of
the
the-
given
Yeah, they're
right
all
to
right.
beat them.
preview the
They're all right.
derby
Their
on the
away form
Sunday
is
at the Stadium of Light.
not that
Mundle now
good
looking for Alderete, who's gone
in
into
general.
the
Yes,
Manchester
I know
City
they beat
penalty area.
Everton, but
Won a corner.
their other away games they've been
Sunderland's
pants.
fourth
Um,
corner of the game.
But it's a
Can they
derby.
make this
All
one count?
form, all the form book goes out the window.
Lefay
Um,
is going down to take the kick. It's taken short actually in the end. Comes back to Mundle. Mundle tries to whip it in here, but it's crashed
We
off.
can't
the
take them for
defender's
granted,
chest.
though. That's what I'm
Out to
saying. You know,
Doku,
the
and there's a break here, 2 against 1 on the cards. Shirky's away, and through the middle is Marmoush. Shirky to the edge of the penalty area, and he's going to lay it off Izzy Fedokubin. Takes a shot himself. Great save by Roofs.
Great save.
Going down to spin it round for the corner.
Yeah, I think every Sunderland fan deep down
Manchester
inside
City.
know the quality Newcastle have got. They've been in the Premier League for a while.
Great save.
The money they've spent, they're going to have to be on the ball. Simple as that.
Yep.
But Shirky, he's running the show, isn't he?
Should have been 4, they were lucky.
Very good
Who's
player.
going to score here for Sunderland? Mackham. If
Busy,
anything's going to score, it's going to be City with another one by the look of it.
So
Marco 73 says we have come so far in such a short time, and I just think how down we are when we don't beat Liverpool.
And a good outstretched right
Yeah,
hand,
that
strong right hand.
For me, that sums it up. You know,
to turn that round.
we were disappointed.
Corner
The
for
team were
Manchester City,
disappointed that
which
they
the
didn't
Dutchman
beat
Reinders
Liverpool.
is gonna take.
Would
Swings this in.
would you have
It's
would,
cleared by Ballard.
would you have even thought of saying that at the start of the season? I know Liverpool are off the boil, but at the start of this season, you would not have thought, you know, we'll go to Anfield and we should have won the game.
Area, but Ballard gets it clear again, and it'll bounce up to the halfway line.
And you know,
Ruben Diaz, who opened the scoring this afternoon in the 31st minute, lays the ball.
Harry
off and
Trenon
eventually
says, I
comes
do
back out to
believe
the
Man
left.
City will
To Bernardo.
think this game is
Manchester
easy.
City
We have
3-0
not
up.
offered any threat.
In the 77th
Says
minute,
Harry.
splashing water on the pitch.
Daytona
As
Fire says,
Nunez
this ain't
gets
as
the
bad
ball
as
out wide to
losing
Shirky
at Fleetwood.
again.
Ah, you
On
know
he
that.
goes yet again, just
Very true.
drops his shoulder and pushes on. He's played the ball back though to
Going to be a cricket
Nunez,
score,
and
says
then
Eric.
forwards again on that right hand
Flashback to
wing.
Lincoln 2-0 against
Shirky's got
Steve.
Bernardo ahead of him. He plays it back to
Derek
Reinders.
says, massive
And
surprise
Reinders now
striker signing in January,
to
trusty inside
Bernardo
knowledge.
on the touchline. The Fay in front of him comes
Hope
back
so,
to
we
Nunez.
need it.
And back on the halfway to
England dashes cricket
Nathan
score.
Aki.
England need to pat the bags and come on. They're
Aki.
terrible.
Plays it
Absolutely
behind
awful
him
at
to
the minute.
Diaz.
Australia
I
fans
agree.
are
Right wing again.
I agree, Harry.
Where
I do. You know, we do,
Bernardo
and
slips
you know,
inside to Reinders.
every game
Shirky's
is
in the middle
winnable.
now.
Well done.
however,
And,
at the
Hayes
beginning of
holding
this
off the
season,
Dutchman
you would have looked
and,
at
wins
the
the free
games and thought, yeah, we might get something out of that. We'll not get anything out of that.
78th minute, 3-0 Manchester City lead.
And to be honest,
It's always
if
a free hit for
at the
Sunderland.
beginning of the season, if somebody had said after 14 or 15 games you're going to have 22 points, you're going to be sitting in 5th or 6th place, you would have probably said, yeah, what have you been smoking, and can I have some of it, please? We've done brilliantly this season. It's simple as
I
that.
think it's going to be another couple of changes.
Absolutely,
Bob
absolutely.
coming on.
So Oscar Bob, I'm not sure. It's certainly Lewis, Rico Lewis.
But we're not
21
going to win
through the
every
academy.
game. You know, it's as simple as
And,
that. Some games we're going to get beat in.
The
Some
other
games we're going to
is
get
Savinho, the striker.
beaten badly in.
Brazilian striker is going to come on.
But it's no disrespect to this team. This team have done absolutely
Here's
brilliantly
Shirky
this
again.
year so far.
Skipping away, but runs into Lefay. Lefay gets the
Off
ball,
topic from the Prem,
turns,
says Simon
comes
Blackburn
across
must
the
have
face of the
issues with drainage on their pitch. The
penalty
Ipswich
area,
game early
leaves
in
it
the
to
season
Ballard.
was abandoned.
Out to Mukaeli
Has
on
it
this
been
right-hand
abandoned,
side.
that Blackburn game?
Mukaeli is lifting it
I
down
know
the
it was
right, looking for
suspended. I don't
Adingra.
know whether
Heads
it's
it back
been
to Talby.
abandoned.
Talby now calling for it is Trowder through the middle. And
Go on,
he's
keep
got
going.
Mundle on the left-hand side. You've got Broby in the middle.
Just says
Mundle takes this
delaying the
now
match
towards the edge of the
due
penalty
to heavy
area.
rain.
And with his right over the bar, lifted up and over.
Unlucky.
And it's a goal
Sheffield
kick
United
to
doing well.
Manchester City, who are
4-0
about to bring
up
on
against
Savinho
Stoke.
and Lewis. Ball in
Stoke are
Bury.
high flying in the
Yeah,
championship.
Stoke
aren't
are doing all right at the moment, aren't they?
they? How can we not play any warm-up games in
Ball
Oz
with,
so we're ready
Aki
for the
just taps
Ashes?
it back
We have
to
been poor. It's been
Donnarumma.
terrible. I think Australia have scored 500 and
Kicks
odd.
up to the halfway
on the
line
second
where
innings.
Alderetti's holding off
Oh,
Mamouche.
hold it, man.
First
And
innings
Talby
were
gets the ball straight to Nico. Shirky.
second innings were
Bernardo back here
170
now
odd for
to
6 or something,
Nunez
150 odd.
in the
Miles behind.
drifting rain again. Bernardo back to Nunez.
We've definitely lost
Two
the second
substitutes
test. There's no way
waiting
back
to
from that.
come on. The ball with Marmouche
Spurs
on the
3
halfway
up,
line.
3 up now,
One
was
back
that
by
right?
Lefay.
Disallowed
Mundle
for offside.
Can't get hold of
What, the
it.
Spurs game?
Nunez
Yeah.
plays it back to Diaz. And then back again.
Hey, there's a
Donnarumma.
Newcastle fan. Eric
In the
Catchpole
80th
says,
minute, 10
beating Man
minutes of
City
the
isn't
90
for
left to play.
anyone.
Don't
Eventually
think
they
there'll be
come
a
out
huge
from
amount of
hiding under
time
their
added on
rocks,
at the end. We haven't had
Newcastle.
many stoppages in the
Where have they
second
been for the
half.
last few months?
Manchester City lead 3-0 here live on BBC Radio Newcastle. On the break again, and they're going to be kept. They'll be
Well done.
offside if the ball is played
Well
forwards
done.
now. But a challenge made by Ballard,
Alderetti.
who's gone. Is it
Muller's having a
Alderetti?
go at least.
Who's gone down? And Shirky, you'll be relieved to see, is coming off for Savino.
It's been excellent. Really has.
Thanks for contributing to the
Well,
channel,
that's a
Eric.
pleasure, really.
That's
Yeah, it
Paul,
was
anyway.
Ballard who went down. He's caught on the right ankle, and Bernardo's the other
43
player
won't-
coming
yeah.
up.
We won't even get a lead, Simon. won't
Are we
even
going to
get a
see
lead
Dan
for
Neil,
the- in
Luke
the
or
cricket.
nine?
Well, you can only see one of them because they've made 4 substitutions
Is it
already.
4-0 Sheffield United Stoke?
It is,
4-1?
yeah. 4-0.
And everyone's standing up now to applaud Bernardo who's
Who's
coming
done the
off.
scoring?
So you can't see the
McGuinness,
Sunderland bench and what might be happening there.
Sariki,
But Dan Ballard's
Bamford
back up
and
on his
Peck.
feet. So I think he's going to be okay.
That last one was a penalty.
Shirky and Bernardo getting standing ovations from the Manchester City supporters.
West Brom pulled one back against QPR.
Slap of the hand for Shirky from Pep Guardiola, who's now gone across for a word with Doku. And on comes Rico
Preston
Lewis,
have just equalised against Wrexham.
defensive midfielder, full-back, but he's going to take up a midfield role.
What do you reckon Leeds will do
This
against
afternoon.
Liverpool?
And we're underway again.
I think
Manchester City
Liverpool will
leading
win
3-0,
that one.
and we're in the 82nd minute.
I can't remember
Ball
what
back with
Tinson said
Ruben
on that.
Diaz. Broby in front of him. Nunes. Back to
I think
Nico.
he went for a Liverpool
Trauner
win.
tries to get the ball off him, but it's slipped through now at the edge of the right side of midfield and out wide.
Their third goal was
It
just
comes
like
back in
naughty.
from Lewis, and Savino. A pair of them over there on the far side, but
That
the
was
ball's
just
gone out for a throw to Sunderland.
Cheeky, that's just quality. Isn't
Lefay hurrying back to get the ball to take the
it?
throw.
Leeds 3, Liverpool 1. Hope not.
In fact,
It'd be
it's
good to
it's a free
see
kick
that.
in the end.
It'd be good to see maybe Dan Neil get a little
Yeah,
bit
just
of a
get a few
run
minutes
out.
out
You know,
here.
a few minutes out
I
there,
would
or
give
Chris
9 a
Rigg.
run out.
Yeah,
Interesting, wasn't it? They
Everton
brought
3 up.
Luke O'Nien on at
3-0 up.
Anfield for the last
Yeah.
5-10 minutes. 83rd minute now. Here's Doku, gets a push in the back from Mukiele, both arms in the air from Pep Guardiola. And then Mukiele puts Doku on the floor again off the pitch.
At
And
Dewsbury
it's a
Hall,
throw
81
To
minutes.
Sunderland. Halfway inside the
Brian Blackcap says,
Manchester City
Cabby,
half.
you lose, but you can't win everything. We can't
Cayley.
let our heads drop down.
Back it goes to Dan Ballard. Ballard
I mean,
now slips it on to
Play
Lefay.
Liverpool
back
and
to
Man City
Ballard.
in 2 days.
And Manchester
3 days
City
is
will
just
go
too much to ask.
second in the table tonight, 2 points behind
Yeah.
Arsenal, who
I
lost
think
to
with
Aston
Arsenal
Villa
losing,
today.
I think it's probably
Savino
give
pushing
Man
on
City,
now down the right wing.
an adrenaline
Brazilian.
boost. Without a
He's
doubt.
trying to find Lewis.
Oh
he gets
yeah,
the
and I
ball
mean,
back
you know,
to
they've closed the
Savino.
gap to 2
Back
points
again to
with this
Nunes,
win.
on again to
Um,
Lewis and back out
pressure's
to
on Arsenal.
Savino on the right hand side.
Villa's
dribbling
putting
at Hume,
pressure
but
on
Hume
Arsenal
just
as
blocks
well.
the
They've
advance
won.
of the
They've
Brazilian.
won
Pass the ball
5
to-
And then
out
he
of
plays
their
away,
last
we give it
5.
away.
Villa.
Nico slips it through into the
Won
penalty
5
area.
out of the
Ross
last
comes
6.
out and scoops it up
Um,
just shy of the penalty spot. 84th minute, 3-0 Manchester City lead.
Blackburn's been abandoned again. That's
That
nuts,
wait
man.
for a win at
Yeah.
Manchester City in the top flight goes on. 1981 it was, December 1981.
Talby, you give the ball away.
Doku
Can't see that on the
inside to
phone, but
Lewis.
that's
Talby intercepts.
the
Ballard
real-
at the edge of the penalty
Yeah,
area,
in the Midlands.
passing it out to
Yeah.
Adingra. Out to
Match
Mukiele on his
abandoned,
right-hand
yeah,
side.
you're
Down
right.
the right
Match
wing.
is abandoned.
Out the ball goes. It's a throw to Manchester
Pitch is
City on the left,
unplayable due to heavy
inside the
rainfall.
Sunderland half.
So put some
And,
bloody drainage in.
O'Reilly's going to take this throw.
Aye, that must be pretty bad.
Luke O'Nien's out on the edge of the pitch as he warms up, having a word with
That is weird, isn't it?
Cayley as he does so.
Well, hit the likes button, thank you.
Nico
87. Oh, we'll get
O'Reilly.
because it does after the game as well. Hume has been
Just
tortured
throws
today.
a short ball to Marmouche. It comes off Adingra in the end for another throw to Manchester City, and the citizens, they all feel that the job's done now and all starting to leave here.
I still don't think Sunderland have
front
been
of us.
disgraced.
There's the ball back with O'Reilly, and then
No,
back
absolutely
from
not.
Lewis, out for a throw to Manchester
They've been
City.
so different if he's had
On
put
their
that chance away. We've hit the post, you know.
A few of them all
Fine,
supporters
Yeah.
stand at the
fine
top of the
margins.
steps, taking photographs and being led out.
You're welcome,
pushed
Amadeus,
on
thank
out,
you.
up the
Spoons will
steps
take
by
away
the
dinner
stewards.
tonight, says Revo.
The ball jumps to
Groundsman will be
Doku.
back, will be
Behind him
sacked
is
soon.
O'Reilly inside the Manchester City half. Back to Aki. He plays it to Donnarumma.
You can still
5
just
minutes
hear
left,
Sunderland
plus
fans, that's all you
whatever
can hear. The Sunderland fans
Andy
singing,
Madley
listen.
adds on at the end
Yeah.
of the game. Manchester City leading 3-0. And the ball floated up over the shoulder of Marmouche. He heads it on into the penalty area. Now trying to get in on the angle. It's sliding back is Adingra to put the ball behind at the edge of the 6-yard box.
McKaylee.
Was it McKaylee? Was it
Yes.
McKaylee? Yeah.
Yeah, great job.
To get back and a
Kevin,
corner,
if Isadore
fifth
scored
corner
and we hit the
for
post with Xhaka, like I say,
Manchester
it's
City.
just fine
Here on the left-hand
lines.
side.
It really, really is. And when you're playing Man
Reinders
City
has come
at the
down again to
Stadium,
take it.
you've simply got to score them. Like there's no room for error.
And
You've literally,
Doku is back.
you've got to score.
Concentration
wing.
again.
Reinders
Blackburn
with his
playing
right
Williams.
towards the far post. It goes straight through and behind.
Playing swim trunks and flippers,
For a goal
don't
kick to
Trevor
Sunderland.
Coleman's asking you a question. He says, Rob, is that the second time this
Played.
season for Blackburn?
86
I think it
minutes
is,
now.
yeah. They had a game
Ballard
earlier
taps
in
the
the
ball to
Ipswich game, I
Robin
think,
Russ,
was
and more and
abandoned
more.
because it was a
Manchester
bit
City
damp.
fans leaving now. It's Ballard to McKaylee. Lifts one up down the right wing, looking for the run of Broby.
Man City fans, they get on well with Sunderland, like apparently.
The boot of Diaz.
Yeah, it's
though,
because
for a
we
throw
both
to
hate
Sunderland
Man
on the
United.
right.
Bring Luke O'Nien on.
Looks as it's going to be Luke
They are
O'Nien again,
drinking,
doesn't it?
drinking with each other in the pubs before the games. and that.
O'Nien is going to come on. And that will be the final
It must be so frustrating
for
for
Dan
Dan Neil.
Neil. Yeah.
You really feel sorry for him.
Yeah, why is Dan
must
Neil
have
not
been
getting
thinking,
around,
"Oh,
do you
it's gonna
think?
be my opportunity this afternoon,"
What's he
but,
got to do?
Has he signed a contract
It's
yet?
not going to be. Alderetti,
He's going to be off in January, isn't he?
Trowder
I reckon so, yeah.
on the left. It's
It's a learning
Hume
curve, Sean,
who
it
plays
is.
the ball back now to Roofs. Who's going to come off then?
It is Derek.
Who will?
I think you bring Lefay.
Enzo Lefay.
Well, thanks everybody who's tuning in as well for taking the time out.
Now ready to come on.
Don't forget, I'm going to do the podcast
Pokes
show,
it
Let's
through
Get Carried
to
Away show,
Broby, who
Sunday
leaves it for
8:30
Talby.
this weekend.
Talby now looking for the run of Adingra. Adingra
Still
down
trying.
the right, Broby through the middle, into the penalty. Low ball played in and cleared by Diaz.
Good
It's a
play.
corner
Good play.
to Sunderland.
Yeah, Neil will be gone in January.
Nearly got in behind
09
as
coming on
Hume's
for
coming off.
Hume.
For Luke O'Nien in the 88th
Cabby,
minute.
it's because we've seen You'll Never Walk Alone at Old Trafford.
So Trey Hume jogs off. Luke O'Nien's going to come on for his second Premier League appearance.
I always thought it was You'll Never Walk Again.
Played at Anfield and now he's played at the Etihad. And a story for Luke O'Nien's kids. Talby then will take this corner from the right-hand side. Manchester City lead 3-0. We're in the 88th minute. We've only got a minute or two left. Talby's ball in. It's not a great ball. It's cleared
Make
by
sure,
Neil
Neil.
maybe
make
showed a
sure.
better attitude beside the contract. He
lays
might
it
have been
off
playing today
on the
at some
far
point.
side to
Yeah.
Mundle. He has to battle with Savino for this, but he gets the ball away out to Luke O'Nien, who plays it on now to
Mind you
Mundle
saying
down
that
the
Neil
left of
might
the
get
penalty
some
area.
games when we
And
lose
Mundle's ball
the African
across the
contingent
penalty area
later
will
this
roll out
month.
for a throw
So
on the Manchester City left, and Luke O'Nien's playing left back. For Trey Hume. How much time will we get added on? I don't
Not
think
many
a
FA Cup
huge
shots
amount.
today in the second round.
We're in the 89th minute now. Manchester City
Another 0-9
arise
goal.
finally coming across
in
to
the
take
National
no
League,
rush.
Hartlepool
the
still
throw. He's not
losing
to say in any
1-0
hurry.
at home to
Scoops the
Yeovil
ball
Town.
And
Colin Major, it's always going to be a
Batista
game
Breeze
too
looks
far when we
frustrated.
play Man
Not
City.
the way he
But
hoped
look
to
at
have
it this
celebrated
way.
his 50th birthday.
A lot of the big teams will play
So,
their way, hopefully.
McKaylee trying to head the ball on. It's hooked away
Very
by
true.
Reinders
Very,
straight to
very true.
Mundle and across
It's just
then
another 3.5
to
weeks till we
Luke
play Man
O'Nien, who
City
lays it
against
back
the
off to
Stadium. I think.
Alderetti in the
Yeah.
centre circle.
We've
Club
got
has
a
a
couple of,
relation.
couple of little
Into the
games before
last
that,
minute.
though. Your
And
Leeds,
Lefay has to
Newcastle.
get back here. Marmouche was trying to lay the ball off. He crashes into Alderetti. Now it's played to Doku on this left-hand side. Doku running at Ballard. Doku into the penalty area. Talby tries to tackle him. Doku shoots and it's tipped over by Roofs. It's a corner to Manchester City.
Yeah, I think that relationship with Man City goes back to
Doku's shot, I
the
think, would it have
70s.
crept under the bite? Well, could well have done actually.
Because we did a lot
Roofs
of trading
doing
with Man
well.
City. We got Dave Watson went
To tip it
to
over
Man
the bar.
City. Tony Towers came to Sunderland.
And the corner will be
Concentration
We
on
got
the
a,
again,
a
side.
good
again.
few
You don't wanna
loans
concede-
from
you don't wanna
Manchester
concede a
City
foul, no.
over the years as well.
Yeah,
Corner then from the right-hand side for Manchester City.
Still think he was a class player, you know, Tony Towers.
A few seconds short of the 90 minutes, and the board's coming up now. The ball, 4 minutes of added time. Diaz tries to head it. Adingra clears it, and it was a free header for Diaz.
Yeah,
Now,
Rival Brighton away.
trying to chase Nunez, but he gets
the other one that we've got
Reinders.
before we
Reinders and Lefebvre still
replay
chasing
against
after
Man
him.
City.
Down to Doku on the left wing. We're into the first minute of the 4 being added on at the end of the game. And Nunez swings the ball across to the right wing.
To be honest, Simon,
Where it's played back
I'm not bothered one
here
little bit about the FA
to
Cup.
Nunez eventually,
in fact,
through Diaz.
on one hand, I'd
Lewis,
prefer us to
Savino
lose in the third
in
round
the
and
middle of the Sunderland
not
half.
have to worry about it.
And it's an interception by Mukiele.
Go on then,
a
get up.
possible Sunderland
Go on,
breakaway
keep
here
going,
now.
keep going.
Mundle's made a run, but Mukele's still going. He's swept the ball across to the
Yeah,
left-hand side.
I agree,
to Adingra.
Mackem.
Adingra
He
brings
was,
his ball down now. He's got
Bonnie Towers
Luco
was
Nine running
a
into the penalty
class
area.
player.
The pass is poor, and it just rolls
He was,
harmlessly
Trevor,
behind.
brilliant
For a
in
goal kick to
midfield.
Manchester City.
I think that sort of sums up our afternoon.
Stewart
Nick,
went to
at
Man
times,
City, of course.
especially when we've won the ball.
I
we've
think
given
Horsford
it
did go
straight
there,
back to
but he
Manchester
didn't
City.
do particularly well when he was there. Sean Elliott
Our
was another
retention
one.
of the ball, for me, has been poor.
So goal kick. Here's Donnarumma. He just gets the ball tapped to him by Nathan Aki. We're in the second minute of
And
the
of course, the big man
four
himself,
being
Niall
added
Quinn.
on. Aki
was
again
a
on
Man
the
City
left-hand
player.
side. Swings it up towards the halfway line. Alderete gets in front of Marmouche.
Look what Luke
And
O'Neill was
it's
playing
up
out there,
off the
mind.
back of Talby from Reinders for a throw to Manchester City on the left-hand side.
Geordie Groundwater, no, let's go for the cup.
Manchester City will
I'd
become
rather
the first
make sure we stay in the
of the top
Premier League,
7
to be
teams
honest.
from last
Concentrate
season to
on the
beat
league this
Sunderland
season. We can think
this
about
season.
cups next season.
Nico, Adingra tries to stab at him, but he can't get the ball off of
I do like
Nico,
Pep
who
Guardiola
gets
as
it
a
to
manager,
O'Reilly.
though.
Oh,
Back to
Ipswich
Aki.
got a third against
to
Coventry.
Diaz.
That's
Did.
going to dint Coventry's
Then Nunez forwards to Lewis,
championship
Lewis
push a little.
up to the halfway
See,
line,
I do
wide
like,
on the right-hand side for Manchester City.
I do like the Man City
Into
manager.
the
Pep.
middle again to Nico's lifted one up.
He's a good
for
manager,
Marmouche.
isn't he?
Yeah.
Ballard in front of him,
Good
tried to
player
slip
now.
it through his legs, but Ballard
What's he not
turned.
won?
You know, he's done well.
And he did well to hold
Done
off
Ballard.
Marmouche there, not panic, and get the ball out to Talby. He's got Doku on his shoulder.
Don't
Runs
lose
into
the
Nico,
ball.
but the ball comes back to Ballard.
Aye, Richard Ord, there's another one.
Gets the ball out to Luco Nine on the far side. Leaves it for Mundle. Mundle taps it back to Lefebvre. And Luco Nine again knows. He's caught Nunez.
Again, sloppy pass.
Yeah. Luco Nine crashed into Nunez. The yellow card shown to Luco Nine.
Luke O'Neill yellow card. He hasn't been on 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And he's left an imprint on the grain.
Some boy, isn't he?
coming in the 93rd minute, but
Yeah, he doesn't mess about,
Xhaka
does he?
and Sadiki are okay. They will be able to play in the derby next weekend. They were substituted and they're still on 4 yellow cards each.
Crunch and tackle that.
Nunez is still on his back on the floor at the moment, so we'll get.
I
a
think
little bit more
David
than
Graham,
the
we had this
4 minutes.
We had this discussion on
Well, there's
just
no
before
sign
the
of,
Liverpool game
looking
in the channel about Arne
Looking
Slot
at the VAR,
and
the
whether
VAR is looking good
losing
now.
to us will
So
get him the sack,
what's
losing to
the upshot
Leeds
of
will
this
get
gonna
him the
be?
sack. And as Cabby said, Liverpool aren't the
long
sort of
distance
club
shot,
that
it's difficult to-
sack a manager because she gets some bad
It's a
results.
Hard one to call.
Okay, he's had quite a
Well,
few
no,
bad
no,
results.
the foot was
but
quite high on the back of the
Hey Rob, this
calf.
could be a
He's
sending
gonna
off for Luke
throw
O'Neill.
Tell you
This.
what.
Serious foul play would be the.
He's going to go here.
Come and have a look.
He's going to go
Yeah,
here,
Luke
Nick.
O'Neill could well get sent off here.
He's
He's gonna
high.
get sent off here,
He's
isn't he?
high with a challenge.
Foot was high. Referee Andy Madley's coming back to look at this.
That's why he's too
Yeah.
much of a risk,
And
isn't he?
Luke
Rob?
O'Neill
I
might
think
find
he's
that
gonna
this
go.
yellow is going to become a red.
I think he knows it
I
as
think
well.
he's actually
He knows it. He's walking
he's
already.
walking already towards this near touchline. I think Luke
Yeah,
knows it's probably he's just tapped the hand of Talby.
he knows.
He knows he's on his way. I think
Yeah.
you're absolutely right. Luke O'Neill, I
He's
think he's
nowhere
well
near the
aware
ball.
that
It's right
this
square
is
on. It's a leg breaking
looking like
challenge.
it's gonna
Yeah,
be
he knows.
a red
He's off
card.
here.
This is a disappointing end to the afternoon for Sunderland. The referee's coming back on now, and he's told Luke to stay where he is at the minute on the touchline.
And that's why I don't think Luke O'Neill
Yeah.
is going to get much game time in the big games, do you?
And it's a red card. The decision's made. Luke O'Neill knew
That's
it.
a horrible tackle.
He
that.
heads
It's
straight
awful,
down the
that.
tunnel.
I don't know if you've seen it, Rob.
But
I haven't.
VAR in the 95th minute, and Luke O'Nien.
Nasty that.
Well,
like.
any involvement for him in the derby now is over, and he will miss 3 games.
Is it an instant 3-game miss
So
if
you'll
you get a red straight red?
Newcastle,
Yeah, I
Brighton,
think it is.
and Leeds, as Manchester City come down the other end here now. There's Savinho trying to find a way in. Mundell's got the ball off
quick
him.
run through the
And that's it. The
scores.
referee's blown. He's not
Everton
getting
3,
any more time.
Nottingham Forest 0.
I think that
We know
red
what the
card
Man
just
City
sums
score was.
Sunday's
Newcastle
afternoon up
2-0
there.
up against Burnley, and Tottenham 2-0 up against Brentford. Table is Arsenal top on 33, Man City second on 31, Villa third on 30, Chelsea fourth on 25, Everton fifth on 24 points, Palace sixth on 23, Sunderland seventh on 23, Tottenham eighth on 22, and Brighton ninth on 22. Scumcastle United 9th, 10th on 22. So it's a 6-pointer next Sunday. And then you've got the other Manchester team on 22 and Liverpool on 22, Bournemouth on 20, Brentford 14th on 19, Fulham 15th on 17. Then you've got Forest in 16th on 15, then Leeds in 17th on 14. The bottom 3 are West Ham, Burnley and Wolves on 12, 10 and 2 points respectively. Into the Championship scores, the Blackburn, Sheffield Wednesday suspended, abandoned. Bristol City lost at home to Millwall. Ipswich 3, Coventry as a full time. Preston 1, Wrexham 1. Sheffield United 4. Sorry, QPR currently 3-1 up against West Brom. That game's still in play. Sheffield United 4, Stoke 0. That's full time. Southampton 3, Birmingham 1. That's a full time. And Swansea 2, Oxford 0 is a full time.
Thanks for that. Yeah, classifieds there, Rob. I'm going to go some comments for the Red Car 409. Andrew Housey House says, and that's why he's nowhere near the first team. Never a Red, says Alex. He went for the ball and their player came from a blind spot. Grant says, that's why he's good enough. 3-0, not a bad. Just hope we didn't get absolutely pumped, which we didn't. On to the next. What a joke. Exactly the same as the City tackle, apparently. 10 minutes or so of Premier League football and already a red card. That's mental. That's just Luke O'Nien, isn't it? Is it harsh to say that's why you should never get anywhere near the first team? Is that like a harsh comment, that?
He gives 100%, but he can be a bit clumsy with some of these challenges. And he's gonna pick cards up when he plays. So,
oh my God! Penalty to Burnley, and they've missed the penalty. I think have they missed the penalty?
nope, 2-1.
Oh, they've scored 2-1 penalty.
Yeah, bit late in the game, 90+4. Handball apparently. Jacob Ramsey.
Like I say, I'm not big in Newcastle out like that, but he didn't want Burnley to win.
Hang on, is a handball in the penalty area not a sending off offence?
I don't know. There's Andy, my mate, again, says, had problem finding the goal today like you had your HDMI ports. He's not letting that lie, Rob, is he? For God's sake.
No, you're going to get that every game, I reckon, Cabby.
Unbelievable. Yeah, it was only 7 hours to try and find that out. Unbelievable. Oh, well, there's the reset. Match time. I'm disappointed, but I'm not absolutely gutted. Do you know what I mean?
No, it's we lost one. You know, bring on the next game.
Just can't understand why Luke O'Nien did that. Like I said, I don't know. It's a strange one, isn't it?
It is. It is. But it is what it is.
Remember TCP tonight. Well, I'm going to head off, Rob, because I've got to deliver something to me sister's a few miles away. It's not that far. And then I'm going to come back. I might do a bit of gaming, or I might change the HDMI cable over again and then ring my mate Andy up to say there's a problem. So I'm going to end the stream there. There's not really much to talk about afterwards. It is what it is. It was sort of run-of-the-mill stuff. Are you up for Sunday's show, Rob? Are you out and about?
I should be available tomorrow evening.
Yeah. If you're not, don't worry about it.
Starting at 8:30.
8:30, yeah.
Yeah, I should be about for that, mate.
Okay.
I'll be there.
Right, thanks everybody for tuning in. Like
Cheers,
I say,
everybody.
expected. We just dust ourselves off and go again. So from Rob and myself, we'll catch you later.